Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
We are live.
No, this ain't night.
Welcome
No, this ain't.
to the Metal Bastards Hangout. That's right. That's the name of the Sunday shows from now on. The Metal Bastards Hangout, because we're a bunch of metal bastards around here. Anyways, we got Mean Metal Mike and Ryan Demon Master Damage Incorporated Arnold in the house, as always. And yours truly, Metalben. And today we're going to be talking about some albums that came out in 1981, not a top 10 list, just going back 40 years ago, since we're in the year 2021 naturally, and talking about some albums that came out back in 1981. All right, so who wants to start first?
Well, I guess I'll start first.
Okay.
I have quite, because I wanted to limit myself on this one, because at first I know a lot of albums, but when it comes to owning albums from that year, I only have about 3 albums. So,
oh damn!
And I'm kind of going in alphabetical order, but obviously I got 2 of them are on cassette, and 1 is on CD. No vinyl, unfortunately. So I'll start off with and it's an A. It is only my second favorite AC/DC album behind Razor's Edge. For those about to rock, we salute you. I absolutely love this album. It's a hidden gem in their discography. The last one with Robert John Mutlank, because he would end up going and working with Def Leppard after this. I think that same year he worked with them on High and Dry.
Yep, that's very true.
He went, when it came to that producer, Robert, he went out on a bang. This album is, from start to finish, a banger. From the title track to I Put the Finger on You, to Let's Get It Up, Inject the Venom, a very groovy as hell song. I absolutely love it. Snowballed. Kind of sounds like metal a little bit because of how fast it sounds. Evil Walks, love it. COD Called the Devil, also Breaking the Rules. Night of the Long Night. It's a great fucking album from start to finish. I absolutely love it.
It's probably pretty underrated too, because I mean, it came after Back in Black, and
yeah. I even say that's better than Back in Black because of how consistently awesome it is. I just pulled this one up because I've never listened to it yet, but at some point I will. But I noticed this was also from 1981. It's from the Moody Blues, Long Distance Voyager. This was from, obviously the cassettes were from my dad, but I think he was a fan of them. I don't know if my mom was, but I'm not really, I'm getting into them now, but I haven't really fully listened to this, so I can't say much about that one. And then here's an even emotional one from 1981. It's an Ozzy album. Unfortunately, the front cover isn't on there, but it's Diary. It's Diary of a Madman.
Okay.
The last with the original lineup, last with Randy Rhoads before is the plane crash. Rest in peace, Randy. Oh, fuck. I like this album. I like the production on this one more than Blizzard, but
I would have to agree.
It does have production, but it does have some fillers. It does have some stinkers. I can't remember which ones, but I love the first 2 tracks. Over the Mountain, Flying High Again are fucking fantastic songs. I even say the title track, but there is a few stinkers. I can't remember which ones they were, but I knew there were a few stinkers on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the ones I own. Unfortunately, like I said, no vinyl.
All right, what's up, chat? We got Karen in the chat room. We got Dominic in the chat room. We got Joshua, Carlos Ocean Man in the chat room, and we're gonna let Xavier in also. Right now, he's here.
Yeah, he's in front. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Xavier, what's up?
Another happy member of the Metal Bastards Hangout.
Yep, I know. I just
So,
came back
nice.
from Boston, so that was a pretty good time. I spent a few days there ago. I went to go see Municipal Waste and Crowbar and Skeleton Remains.
Nice.
Ooh, that sounds like
so we're talking best albums of '81.
Yeah.
Correct.
I dug out a bunch here.
Okay, here's my opinion. Top 10 would be Venom Welcome to Hell because I have the original press on vinyl. For obviously, I love that fucking record. I don't care what anybody says about Venom. I love that fucking album. Venom Welcome to Hell. Saxon, was it Denim and Leather that year?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Denim and Leather. Denim and Leather.
Yeah, the Motorhead Live album. Hammersmith.
I don't really.
Hammersmith.
Okay, here's the thing. As much as I love Motorhead Live albums, I wouldn't put it in my top 10 list.
Yeah,
because I'm not a fan of live albums.
Yeah, Point of Entry by Priest.
I don't know if okay, here's the thing. I like that record, but I don't know if I'm going to put it in my top 10. It would be like Saxon and fucking Venom would definitely be up there.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird this actually isn't a top 10 ranking.
Well,
this is talking about albums from 81.
It's like my favorite albums of 81. It's like, there's a few others I would mention too in that year I think are amazing. I like the first, I think that first Anvil was out the same year. Or a year before, I think, yeah. Somewhere around that. And so, and then what else was good that year? I really, really, really like the fucking Angel Witch album. I think that came out the same year.
No, I don't think.
81, I think. Because
which album is it?
The self-titled Angel Witch.
Oh, that was 1980.
That was 1980? Okay.
Yeah. That's a great album, too.
I think Tank Pounds of Filth, I think, was out around that same time. Yeah, I think it was the same year. Or I think it was 81 or 82. Somewhere around that.
Accept had that record in 81.
Yes, I did like that.
Breaker came out in 81.
I did like that Accept record. That was a good record.
That's a good one, yes.
Alice Cooper. Yeah, the Alice Cooper record.
Obviously, Iron Maiden Killers.
That's obvious.
Pretty much the elephant in the room.
The other elephant in the room is Kiss's music from the Elder. In 81.
I know Xavier's not a Kiss fan. Well, it did come out in 81.
Way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Budgie.
There were some other albums I remember. I don't know if y'all mentioned Rolling Stones, Tattoo You, one of my personal favorite Rolling Stones albums came out that year.
What does that metal piano music?
Even though I will admit this too, is that fucking I think either Pentagram recorded a record and never was released that year. Yeah, Pentagram did record a record that year.
Ben was telling me about Samson with Bruce Dickinson's band Samson. Shock Tactics in 1981.
Samson's an interesting band.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm actually not the biggest fan of this one.
No.
It's got decent tracks on it. I prefer Head On, the album that came out before it.
Samson's a weird band in my opinion because it's like one of those bands that was in the Wobbling scene but never got mentioned.
Yeah.
Tigers of Pantang came out with 2 albums in 1981.
That's right, Spellbound.
I love that fucking record.
Spellbound,
Crazy Times,
and Crazy Nights.
Yeah, Crazy Nights.
That's a good song off
then,
that.
Jeez, and the shredding guitar playing of John Sykes. Damn.
Then there's some bands that you guys probably haven't heard of. There's a band called Loudness. The album's called The Birthday.
Japanese. Oh, this is a Japanese band. I know about them.
I know Loudness. Their first album's good.
Band called Riot, Fire Down Under.
Yeah, that's an excellent album. That's
you
a
have
classic.
You have UFO, The Wild, The Willing, and The Innocent. Fucking great album.
That's a good UFO album. It's got
you
Paul
have
Chapman.
You have an album called Girls School by a band called Hit and Run, I think. Or is it the other way around?
I almost forgot about that one.
Wait a minute.
I gotta get me some Girls School in my collection.
I know about them. Only reason is because of that Motorhead song. That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
White Snake, the big elephant in the room. White Snake will come and get it.
That's a good album.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Triumph had an album. Allied Forces.
Did y'all mention Judas Priest Point of Entry?
Yes.
We did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of those albums I'm on the fence about if I want to put them on my favorite list.
And then a band called Magma with their self-titled album Magma.
See, I've heard that name before, and
I'm going to have to check them out also.
I'm pretty sure
it's going to be a band I'm going to discover. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard that album before, but I don't have much memory of it.
Dude, Ben, Hard and Heavy's a fucking great album for Anvil. That album's great.
That's a different album. It has more of a Ted Nugent type of sound to it.
I agree.
Of course, yeah. Of course, you have Rainbow with Difficult to Cure. I still don't like that era of Rainbow.
I don't care for it much either.
I don't really like it that much.
No.
Mob Rule. The Mob Rules came out that year.
Oh, that album's great.
Well, that's a great album, to be honest. Who doesn't?
For those about to rock. Yeah, really. For those about to rock, we salute you. Another great classic album in 1981.
I just showed it.
Yeah. Yep, Van Halen.
Van Halen, Fair Warning.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I feel
that's a good fucking album.
It's not terrible.
Here's one, Holocaust, The Nightcomers.
Dude, that's an awesome album. That is an awesome fucking record.
Heck yeah.
That's
like a great record.
That's the most haunting fucking Nawabum album ever.
Fucking Death or Glory's a killer track.
Journey came out in 1981 with Escape.
Yeah,
Journey Escape, the most overplayed album.
It's looking like that's about it for 81. Seemed like 1980.
81.
The Elder from Kiss.
You get more.
The Elder from Kiss. That's another one.
We're talking.
Here's one a lot of you's probably never heard of. This band's from Germany. They're called Mass. They came out with an album called Swiss Connection. Pretty much in the style of new wave of British heavy metal. It's pretty good stuff.
So here's some more albums for Xavier and Ryan. Xavier, do you listen to Raven at all?
Dude, I was supposed to see him last week.
The album Rock Until You Drop.
I know. Oh, I know that record. That record's awesome.
Come on. That freaking record rules.
The first three Raven albums are fucking killer.
Oh, yeah. First three are awesome.
How many do they have? Wait, how many albums do they have?
Raven, I think like 13.
13, that's a lot.
I know they put an album out.
Anything good?
Let me actually say,
anything good after the first three?
Nah, they do have good albums.
They have good albums.
I mean,
but if you're
Likes a Bitch is a good album.
I'll put it to you this way: Raven had good albums. If you're around here from where I live, it was like kind of the running joke where it's like, oh, Any album is better than the last Raven album. Everyone would say every record store you walk into in Jersey, they would say the same thing. I'm like, hey, you heard that 6 Feet Under album? I'm like, no, it's better than that last Raven album. I'm like, ouch.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little bit too far.
There's a band called Praying Mantis, an album called Time Tells No Lies in 1981.
Yeah, Praying Mantis is awesome.
Praying Mantis is fucking great. Hell yeah.
Y'all are talking about bands I don't know.
Synth Ungol, Frost and Fire.
Ooh, that's a good record.
It's Robert John Mutt Lange, who came over from the AC/DC camp.
No story.
Oh, yeah, Xavier. Yeah, let me turn on camera.
That's actually...
There's the album in question.
Hey, Ben, have you heard of a band called Demon, by any chance?
Night of the Demon, that's a great album.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just going to say that.
Yep, that's a really good album.
There's a band called Baron Rojo, and there's an album from 1981 called, it's in Spanish, Larga Vida al Rock and Roll. Came out in 1981. The band's called Baron Rojo, apparently.
Baron Rojo.
Showed up on here.
They must be Mexican.
Probably.
Here's another good one. Here's another good one from 1981. Crocus Hardware.
That is a good record. That is a good record.
Fucking great record.
That's a really good record.
Heroes, Saints, and Fools by a band called Saccharine or something.
Please tell me this came out in 81. Oh, no, wait. God damn it. I thought this was 81. Never mind.
It came out in 81.
No, I was talking about another album that I was told. I thought it was.
I was telling Ben, have you heard of an album called Heroes, Saints, and Fools?
By who?
The band is called Saccharine or something. Saracen or something.
I can't say I have.
Something like that.
Ever heard of Legend?
I've heard of Legend before.
Yeah,
it's an album called...
It's just called Legend.
Yeah,
it's an album called Metal Conquest by Heavy Load.
Heavy Load's that's a great band.
You know Vardis? That's a good one.
Oh, Siratungal.
Yes, Frost and Fire. That's an excellent album.
Yeah.
Dark Star's a good band.
Breaking the Chains by Dawkins. That album rules. I like it.
I like it. Doesn't that have Into the Fire, or is that on another album?
No, that's on Under Lock and Key, I think. Or Tooth and Nail. It's on one of those albums. I have them on vinyl.
Yeah. I only know that one because it's a great song, but it's not as good as maybe say Dream Warrior and Into the Fire. Those are way better.
Yeah.
Like way better.
I thought
Into the Fire was used by the NWA recently.
Well, yeah, Breaking the Chains, that's a weird album. That actually did originally come out in 1981 under the name Dawn Dawkins. It didn't come out originally under the name Dawkins.
Wait a minute. Did you just say NWA just covered a fucking...
Yeah, National Wrestling Alliance used it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, they did.
I'm not talking about the rap band. I'm not talking about the rap band. I'm talking about the wrestling promotion.
Motorhead in 1981 came out with St. Valentine's Day Massacre in 1981.
That's a live album, I'm assuming.
It's not really an album.
A compilation?
I think that's it's an EP.
That's not that's just live tracks too.
Yeah. I think that's the one that had Motorhead and Girl School on it.
Yeah, that is the EP.
Yeah.
There's a... Yeah. Rose Tattoo came out with Assault and Battery. That's an Australian band. Rose Tattoo.
yeah,
I know about them. Yeah, I've heard of them too.
Yeah. Then the band I told Ben about, the album Iron Age by a band called Mother's Finest.
Never heard of them.
Wow.
Never heard of them either.
Interesting. Fucking, I just saw this, but fucking Motorhead released a live album in '81 where they play live in Ontario. They don't play a song at all.
Wow.
That is surprising. Yeah, Saint Valentine's Massacre. That's just literally just most of those are just covers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not really a studio album.
It's literally a split between Girls' School and Motorhead. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a fun idea. For those about to rock versus Mob Rules versus what would be the other good album from '81?
Denim and Leather.
Killers.
Oh,
That's a hard one.
I don't really
Let's vote
care
three.
for Killers, so Killers ain't gonna get a point. Well, maybe one. They
Really?
might be lucky to get one. They might be lucky to get one, maybe. But, oh, Jesus. Mob Rules and For Those About to Rock.
Oh, that's a good album.
Oh, shit. That's a way better. You shouldn't have had Killers because I think
That's a
that
hard
is
one in this sense. I want to say Mob Rules.
That's really hard. I love both albums.
I'm going with For Those About to Rock. I think I like the Mob Rules, but it does have a few stinkers, maybe.
No, it
doesn't.
There's no stinkers on that album, Ryan. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's the same.
All right, okay, maybe one. Maybe one. I would say if you get rid of the intro to lead up to the title track.
The intro is fine.
Dude, Ryan, I have a better verse. Saint Anger versus Reload and Load. Dude, both of them
can I take a shit instead?
Dude.
Oh,
Xavier, that's not even a contest.
I know. I'm pulling your leg.
Here's
you know
one.
How much I love Load and Reload. That's not even a contest.
Dude, you know what's a good contest? You know what's a good contest? Any album that Chris Barnes has put out in 6 Feet Under versus any album that Nickelback has put out. I mean, let's be honest, man. It's like comparing dog shit to dog shit. What difference do you find?
Anyway,
okay, I'm gonna find the best one from them.
Let's get back to the 80s.
Okay, let's get back to the 80s. Yeah.
Right, yeah, 81. Back to 81.
You can making fun of Chris Barnes and his gang of losers later.
Yeah, we can.
Anyway.
But yeah, back to For Those About to Rock versus Mob Rules. I'm thinking on that. I gotta go with Mob Rules.
I think I'm going with AC/DC because it's got. While I do love Mob Rules, I just think there's not taking away from the bullshit of there's weaker songs on there. I just think there is maybe better songs on For Those About to Rock than on the Mob Rules. Aside from the title track, the title track is pretty freaking awesome.
I see where you're going from. The production on For Those About to Rock is really good. I will say that.
It's way more consistent than say.
You have a point there.
He does have a point there, yeah.
I'm going with the Mob Rules.
But I'm sticking with my gut knowing Mob Rules.
I mean, I'm on Ben's side on this one. I agree with Mob Rules.
Mob Rules.
It's just a better album.
Dude, I remember when I listened to that album, it was the most haunting experience of my life.
Oh, yeah.
I literally walked through.
Like Mob Rules could take on everything For Those About to Rock and kick all of their asses, but I picked outside of the title track for me. For Those About to Rock is way more consistent.
I remember the first time I listened to that album. I was 16. I had to walk home from school. It was like 3 a.m.
Damn.
It was the most haunting feeling ever because I had to walk through the woods and a deer nearly chased me. I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Damn.
I'm seeing Dominic's comment. I recommend trying a cotton candy flavored Bang energy drink. Those are very good. Sorry,
What?
but I drink gamer subs. Citrus
Also,
lemonade.
Dominic Matheson says Snaggletooth is awesome.
Thank you, Dominic.
Yes, he says that. Yeah.
Fucking
Question is Dominic smoking that weed again?
Probably is.
probably is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Smoke- smoking
You're an
pot
idiot
and
when you think Bang energy.
Oh, yeah.
Bang energy stuff is better, and not say that
I-
freaking
I-
gamer subs.
You know
I
what?
still remember that funny comment from the other stream.
You know what? You know what? It's better.
I should be pleading blood or something like that.
What's
That was
better?
funny.
You know what's
Yeah,
better?
what the fuck?
I mean, this sounds like a fucking nightmare rolled into one. But Red Bull, Monster Energy drink, and coffee.
I'd
Why?
rather drink gamer
what-
subs all the way. Better.
Oh.
There's even a flavor called guacamole gamer fart 9000. That's a legitimate flavor.
What?
I used to do this when I was
I'm
16.
confused.
This was so
Okay,
bad.
the actual flavor is strawberry limeade, strawberry lemonade, or strawberry limeade. But it's a YouTuber's own flavor, and it's just called guacamole gamer fart 9000.
That's a drink.
I'm lost.
It's an energy.
I'm lost.
It's an energy. It's an energy drink.
That sounds
Okay.
like
I'm not.
that's just a combination of a fucking heart attack.
It's one of those powdered drinks you put in. It's one of those.
Ah,
It's something you. It's one of those things like you. What do you call it? You have to use those tubs or something like that. You
Oh.
put those.
You have an overdose.
Yeah, drink
It's-
this. Drink this.
time.
You're guaranteed all over dead.
Believe.
it's that time of the stream where we go to our commercial break with me, Metal Mike.
Oh boy, here we go. Commercial time.
boy.
Today's product we are selling is anti-Jack Tart condoms. Please don't be fucking stupid.
That just sounds like a really bad condom.
This has been sponsored by GamerSup.
All right.
This is sponsored by Sadistic Oppressor. Hey, screw you guys. That's what it says on Sadistic Oppressor's page. Or we have this saying. It's called "Suck this dick, suck this dick." If you don't like Sadistic Oppressor, suck this dick. That is the best slogan for our band ever.
Oh man. I'm just thinking here. A good Holocaust commercial. Metalben coming at you from Holocaust.
If you
Saying, if you don't like metal, well, it's pretty simple. Just jump
I'll
off a
get
fucking bridge.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, if you don't like metal.
Ben, I have a totally
No.
good one. If you don't
Yeah,
like
that one was
Holocaust,
kind of lame.
I'll have a good one. If you don't like Holocaust, then go burn in a Holocaust. That's brutal.
Go burn the Holocaust.
Okay, Ryan.
I'm
Okay,
Ryan.
Ryan, let's hear yours.
No, I don't do commercials.
Come on.
Damage
No,
Incorporated.
come on.
More
Do
better than Metallica.
Oh, man.
This is me, Metal Mike, reporting. Buy Holocaust. Or you get the shovel.
I have a good one.
Get
If
the
you-
shovel.
If you don't like sadistic, you could suck this dick. Suck this dick.
Suck this dick.
Are you actually gonna make that? Are you actually gonna?
Oh, it's awesome. It's the best
Are you
shit
actually
in the
gonna
world.
make that? Are you actually gonna make that shit merch?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
Do it.
For sure, I'm gonna make that merch. I'm gonna make it. If you don't like this band, you can suck this dick.
No, the disc compressor, the suck my dick tour.
Oh,
Dude, you're gonna laugh your ass off. When we played our first show, there was one dude that was literally yelling that out loud. They're all chanting after a while, like, suck this dick, suck. They're all
Hey, man.
Mighty
got-
they're all in the mosh
Mighty got something started, man.
Dude, they're all in the mosh pit. Suck this dick, suck
There you go.
Oh, man.
this shit ever.
This is
Now,
just how I run.
TV, what's up?
Not
Brett,
much.
what's up?
Yeah.
What's up, chat room?
Holocaust
Oh, man.
featuring Sadistic Oppressor on the Suck This Dick World Tour.
Suck this metal dick world tour.
My mom's telling me, like, you have a very respectable crowd. I'm like, I do have a respectable crowd.
No, oh god. That just makes me think of that typo negative album, Origins of the Feces. That fake album they did.
Yeah.
You suck. Well, you're the assholes that paid $15 to come to the show. Something like that Peter still says to the fake crowd.
Oh, so Xavier, got any kiss jokes for us today?
Nah, I have a bunch of good jokes. I mean, let's be honest. That's why Gene Simmons has to pay for someone to play his bass, because he's terrible at it.
He's not a terrible bassist.
Dude, you can barely keep up with Lars Ulrich. Does that even explain enough to you?
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
Paul Tanley of Kiss. My voice is so small.
I mean, dude, even the metronome is better than... Okay, you have to admit that shit's good. That's a good one.
I mean,
we got thralls. We got Nick in here.
We got Necrotic Nick here.
Nick. Ah, what's up, Mr. Nick?
What's up, Nick?
What's going on, bro?
Now we're gonna all have to chant "suck this dick."
Well,
suck this dick. Suck this dick.
Well, we were talking. We were talking about albums
get back
from
to
1981, and we decided to go off.
Oh yeah, let's get back to that.
We're gonna make T-shirts of that shit. It's gonna be like,
Anyway.
you don't like my pants,
Do it.
You could suck this dick. Get herpes, biatch.
Yeah, Throws, if you want to join, man, Ben will send you a link.
Yeah, I can send you a link if you want to join in.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crowded in here.
We were talking about albums from 1981.
We're not talking about you.
We can get back to that if y'all want. We can be done with commercial breaks and jokes, and we can get back to the topic at hand.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I did hear Converge has a new album out.
By the way,
yeah.
Speaking of new bands,
pretty good reviews.
You guys hear the new Napalm Death?
Oh, we'll be on for a while.
I got the shit recently.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be on for a while.
Yeah, Nick, we'll be on for a while.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
here's
Ryan,
another one. Sorry. Anyways, here's another one I thought of for 1981, the first Motley Crue album. Too Fast for
I realized that now looking at that, that's a parody of this album. Sticky.
Yeah, kind of is.
All right, man. That's cool.
Didn't AC make a
fucking... that's weird how their covers look kind of like almost identical.
You know what's so funny about this too is that fucking is that it was actually it's like, look at the good part. At least Machine Gun Kelly's not a Motley Crue, because let's
God,
I would have made fun of his crappy guitar playing of how bad it is. I'm like, dude, you have a fucking pink tiger guitar. You're lame.
Isn't that what Kiss was?
Man. Well, no. Let's be honest. That was a Pepto-Bismol guitar. That was his Pepto-Bismol. Dropped a bunch of.
That's freaking weird, man. This fucking first two Motley Crue albums were so killer, then everything after that's just whatever.
Yeah.
Well, except self-titled album from '94 with John Corabi, that's pretty good. But everything else is just trash. I'm just not a big Motley Crue fan. Yeah, besides, those first two albums.
Yeah, honestly, I agree. Because it's like, here's the thing.
Like this one right here, it's raw.
Grunge album they did once.
Yeah, like Live Wire is a fucking killer track.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of killer rips on there too for the time. I mean, for Motley Crue.
I mean, to be honest, it's more like speed metal.
Yeah.
Like traditional speed metal.
like Come On and Dance is kind of probably the weakest track on here.
I mean, dude.
Nah, actually, that's not a bad track. Piece of Your Action's a fucking killer track.
We should make a list of 1985 records because I could go on forever and ever about that year.
Ooh, 85 had some great records.
I can't think of anything.
Dude, there's so many. 7 Churches, fucking Bestial Devastation.
Yeah, he had Fly on the Wall.
You know what?
Hell Waits. Fucking
We'll have to do an 80. We'll definitely have to do an 85 stream because I could go on and on when it comes to 84, 85.
Repulsion
like
Horror.
between 80,
I could help.
Yeah.
Mega Theory. There's like a whole list of this shit, man.
Like it's really weird. 1980. I can go on when it comes to 1980. Like 1981, I am kind of struggling a little bit here.
Yeah, that's a weird year.
82, 82 was a decent year.
Yeah.
83, 1983, I could definitely talk on and on about too. 83, 84, 85, 86. Pretty much every year after 83, I could pretty much do.
And then the 90s get kind of weird.
No, there's
going
good
into the early 2000s.
90,
That's what
91,
1990 was loaded with great albums.
91 is the best year in my opinion.
91 was great too, and that's going to be.
There are so many albums. Like literally, my whole entire collection is literally almost like all 1991 stuff. Almost all that.
There was a lot of good shit in 91, which
like this band released that record that year. Fucking, I think Possessed was supposed to release an album that year that got canceled.
Fuck it. Let's talk about 1991.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's 30 years.
Why not? It's 30 years.
Yeah, because I don't really have like much more to say about 81.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's kind of all over the place. I mean, I guess like the last two.
Let's get the obvious.
I guess my last two honorable. I guess my last two honorable mentions for 81 will be April Wine, Nature of the Beast, which is a great album. And
we're going to talk about 91. Pause for like 1 second. I need to go get something really quick.
Sure.
Good. Yeah, Electric Sun, Firewind. Now this has Ole John Roth from the Scorpion, or this would be Ole John Roth from the Scorpions. Electric Sun. It's a really good album. This is like after he left the Scorpions. And, after 78. That was the second album that Electric Sun did. Crocus Hardware already showed. Of course, we all know this one. We all know this one, and we just talked about it. I'm just showing it.
I just showed it.
I just got it on vinyl, which I'm going to do a video tomorrow about that. Anyways. Oh my god, that's not the other. Shit, I got 2 other copies of Diary of a Madman. I got the 90. I think this is the 95 reissue, and obviously the 2010 reissue. I don't have the original. Oh, here's one that could be talked about. Ted Nugent, Intensity in 10 Cities, which is a live album of all original material.
That'd be really weird. Video.
Yeah, this is pretty darn good. Obviously, the Mob Rules, we're just talking about that.
All right.
Point of Entry. Oh yeah, did we talk about this? We did talk about this one, didn't we? Breaker by Accept.
Dude,
no, we didn't.
That's a good record. That's an amazing record.
This is a really good album. And that's pretty much where Accept. That's pretty much the first album too, where Accept found their sound.
Yeah. Because
the first 2 albums were quite different. Like the first album sounds more like 70s Scorpions, and I'm a Rebel. It's a very weird album because I think the record label was trying to tell them to write more commercial on I'm a Rebel. So it's like all over the place. There's disco on it. There's ballads on it. It's just a weird record. And on Breaker, they finally got it right.
We're talking, okay. 81 is a good, I mean, there's a few albums I like from that year, too.
White Snake, Come and Get It's a great album.
I don't know why. That year is kind of weird for me because it's not that many records I've listened to from that year.
Obviously, Iron Maiden Killers.
That's a
Killers, that's an obvious
very high when it comes to 1981 for me. And yeah, not going to talk about it, but Kiss Music from the Elder.
I like that album. I think it's a good album.
Ben,
It's got decent stuff on it.
Ben, come
It's
on.
not terrible.
We'll be honest, Ben. I had Mexican food. You make this terrible for me. I was gonna enjoy it. Now you just.
Wait, were you saying, wait, I didn't catch up. Were you saying you're gonna make a metal album about Mexican food? That'd be actually hilarious.
No, dude, I was eating Mexican food and ruined the experience, man.
Yeah, then we brought up Kiss, so it's going to make him puke.
Damn it, bro. I was enjoying some good food.
Yeah. But let's get off that old
Yeah.
91 out of the way, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
let's get to
1991.
1991.
This is basically going to be a two-parter stream, I guess. I wasn't actually really planning this, but yeah, I don't really got a lot to say about 81 either.
You really?
Yeah, let's just
1991 now, it gets interesting.
let's just shoot the shit. It's the Metal Bastards Hangout. We just talk about whatever.
Yeah, Metal Bastards Hangout, exactly.
Almost all my favorite records from 91.
Yeah. But let's get the obvious one out of the freaking way.
Yeah, I didn't have time to dig out really much.
Come on.
Obviously, let's get the horse out of the fucking middle of the road.
It's so great for freaking Black Album.
I
like it so
I
much.
don't care
got it
for
on
the Black
vinyl,
Album
CD,
much.
and cassette.
Overrated album ever.
You know, it's funny. Even though I hate Saint Anger, the other albums, can I actually be honest with you guys? Black Album is the Metallica album that has the least most listens. Still,
I love it.
for me.
It's my number 3.
There's a couple songs I like off of the Black Album.
If I'm going to be honest, the Black Album, it's probably, well, to me, the first 4 albums will always be the best.
Yeah.
The Black Album's probably the last decent Metallica album.
I agree.
No,
You're saying this in front of me. You're saying this in front of me, who
No.
absolutely loves Load and Reload.
Well, you know how I feel about Load and Reload.
I love it.
To be honest, I would bump down Black Album and put Hardwired up there.
Dude, I would just
see. I think Hardwired's better than the Black Album. I actually do.
I'll give you one reason why this album isn't better than freaking the Black Album.
Also, what if the second disc 2 is bad?
One reason only that makes this album worse than Black. One song that is worse than anything on Black Album. Am I Savage? That is complete and utter.
It's not terrible.
I don't like that song.
Okay, to be honest.
But I will say Hardwired's the best album Metallica put out in years.
All right.
Yes.
I'll say that.
This will just immediately just answer everything. All you just really need is kill them all. To be honest.
Yes.
All you really need is
Injustice.
like, dude, you're I don't even need
Kill
to. I don't even need to listen to the last 4 Metallica albums from me.
Puppets. Enough said. Done.
Kill them all, Ride the Lightning.
You should have.
Injustice.
Puppets.
Fucking Eye of the Beholder. That's my current favorite Metallica song. Love Eye of the Beholder.
Back to 91.
Back to 91.
All right.
Back to 91.
Psycho's Platter, what's up? I don't think I've ever seen you around here. Welcome to the stream.
Simulations, Dawn of Possession.
Oh, it's a great album.
Dude,
Dawn of Possession freaking rules. That's a great death metal album.
Sounds so inhumanly, it's unbelievable.
Right. Such a dark album too.
The most darkest and most fucking angry death metal album I've ever heard in my life.
Right.
Angels,
Oh,
like the
that's
one
so
we're all
good.
going through where angels fall, their wings will decay. Like,
Yep.
holy shit. Here's another good one from that year, and I take so much influence from this record. Consider Dead.
That's a good one too.
That's a great record. The riffs on that album are so fucking catchy.
It's probably your only decent album.
Yeah, Erosion's pretty good too.
Yeah, that one's all right.
It's all right, but still a good record. I mean, obviously, once you get into Obscura, then it goes downhill.
Right. That's where
It really just goes downhill from there. It's like they should have just stopped at Erosion and then just thought to myself, like, you know what? By now, we're just gonna be a Demilich knockoff clone, so we should just stop.
Right on.
Malevolent Creation, The Ten Commandments.
That's a great album.
There's nothing that could touch that album, in my opinion, that Malevolent made.
Right. That's a damn good album.
That's a great album. And then, oh man, this is obviously more thrash metal, but Sector and Shedding the Skin.
Oh yeah.
That album is awesome. The riffs on it. It sounds like an Exodus Immolation had a kid.
That's a damn good combination.
That's a good combination.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize this was a freaking.
I heard the new Exodus
Where is it
album.
on?
Decent.
I just got it today, and I'm not going to talk much about it because I'm going to do a review of it tomorrow.
I need to listen to a lot more. I'm gonna review it.
I can't find the case, but I just realized I had another 91 album.
If I'm going to say 1991 albums, I need to put this in because you guys and I know this is my favorite record ever.
Oh yeah, Ripping Corpse, Streaming with the Dead.
Fuck yeah.
Of course, Eric Rutana is a fucking beast on this record.
But y'all can go and check out his retrospective for Ripping Corpse.
Check it out on my channel, Rock and Roll Snack. You'll
Take
see
me
that.
forever out.
Arise by Sepultura is obviously a classic.
Oh, that's a
Here's
good
one
one.
here's one I just realized I had in my CD case. I couldn't find the case for it, but Mr. Big, Lean Into It from 91.
That's a good record.
Yeah.
I like
How about
that. Man, Heart Still
Aud-
Beating. That's a good one.
I was gonna say Autopsy by Mental Funeral.
Oh yes, I had that on vinyl.
I have the OG CD pressing of it.
Nice.
Try to find.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a great album. It's so doomy and so fucking cascaded.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it's better than I think it's a little bit better than Mental Funeral, in my opinion.
Atheist, Unquestionable Presence.
That's a great record. That's a great record.
I like some Atheists.
Ex-Japan, Jealousy.
Oh wait a minute. Here's a good one. Here's a good one that nobody mentioned at all, and I'm surprised you guys never mentioned it. Because this album's a classic.
What is it?
Effigy.
Oh yes, Effigy of the Gone. Yes.
The riff and Legion of Immorality is such a classic.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Cannibal Corpse.
That's
Cannibal Corpse is from 91.
I mean, in my opinion, those two albums started brutal death metal.
Ex-Japan, Jealousy is a really good album.
Ex-Japan,
1991.
Ex-Japan is a good one.
Here we go.
Quit.
Overkill Horoscope.
Oh, it's a fucking great album.
Fucking trash album.
Oh, Blessed Are the Sick.
Blessed Are the Sick is a classic.
Oh shit.
Corner, Mental Vortex.
I rushed into this and I didn't have time to break out all my 91s.
That's fine.
Do I always have Monument next to it?
Here's another good one, Metal Church to Human Factor.
Ooh, that's a good record.
Still have it on cassette tape.
Ooh, you have a good one.
I'm gonna hurt. This is a Halloween album, Ben, Halloween Pink Bubbles Go Ape.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck that album.
Fuck that album.
That's like maybe two. That's like maybe two good songs on it.
Oh man.
Heavy metal hamsters. What the fuck? There's a fucking song on the album called Heavy Metal Hamsters.
That's terrible.
So wait, is that Halloween's version of Saint Anger, basically?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Risk.
Okay, let me explain it. It's a little bit better than that.
Yeah,
Or you're saying that? Oh,
to be honest,
so you're saying it's better?
Oh, hold on.
Give me a chance. Give me a chance to speak.
Yeah.
It's like, let me put it this way. It's the musical version of Pepto-Bismol. It's like...
That's about it.
I mean...
Oh, yeah.
But it's at least music. It's got music.
That's such a fuck. Oh, it's a bad album.
Okay, Ben. Here's a better one.
Is
it better? Xavier, hold on. Is it better than Catharsis from Machine Head?
Honestly,
yeah, actually, it's still attacked.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because I do like at least two songs on that album. Pink Bubbles Go
two
Ape.
songs.
Because if I'm correct, they're coming off of this was the follow up to Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 and 2, right?
Yeah, what a bad follow up.
You're coming off of what? That's like saying you're coming from Metallica's Master of Puppets and going straight to Saint Anger or Theater, Metropolis Part 2 to The Astonishing.
And here's another band that felt, even though they may put out a bad album that year, that I do not have my collection, thank God.
Well, the thing is... go ahead.
By Pestilence. But let's be honest.
Oh, Possessed.
Let's be honest. This album is 50 times better than fucking Testimony of the Ancients.
I agree. That's a great album.
I mean, be so
I
honest.
actually like that better, too.
Samples of the
Rush.
album I hate.
My favorite. One of my favorite. I was gonna say that. That's a great Rush album.
Roll the bones.
I actually don't like that album.
Oh, check out his retrospective for it.
Yeah, the retrospective of this is awesome.
Fuck yeah.
On his channel,
hey guys,
I gotta start putting his channel in the links too.
Get ready to start stabbing your ears. Here's a Van Halen album for '91. For unlawful carnal knowledge. Yeah.
I love it.
The album
Fuck.
I never forgot about that.
The fuck album. The fuck album.
Fuck you, Van Hagar. Fuck.
I forgot about that album too.
The only Van Halen album with Sammy Hagar I can listen to actually.
Yeah, he's probably like in his.
I do have notes.
I bet he's like sitting on bed right now, like, oh my god.
And
what did he do?
1991, my all-time favorite Alice Cooper album. Hey, stupid.
That's right. Hey, stupid came out that year.
I forgot one album that's my favorite Motor album of all time, 1916.
Ooh,
I love 1916. That is one of my favorite Motor albums ever.
It's fucking underrated. Nobody ever really talks about it.
Nobody talks about it, but it's a great fucking album.
It is a good album. I think it is.
1991, there was a band called Massacra with the album Enjoy the Violence.
Wait a minute.
That's a good one. Massacre, yeah.
I'll even tell you one thing. Sadistic Oppressor got their name from that band, actually.
Really?
Nice.
Sadistic Oppressor is a line from... Actually, let me actually see this really quick.
I'm trying to think of what else is there from 91. Did
more
you mention No More Tears?
Seas of Blood.
No More Tears from Ozzy Osbourne came out that year.
Yeah.
Yep.
French band.
Yeah, but we're looking at all the stuff.
All right.
A band.
I was about to bring that one up too. Dismember like an ever-flowing stream.
I'm trying to think of who else.
Fucking awesome record. I love this album.
Oh, nice.
This album is so fucking awesome. I remember when I first heard it. Oh, I have a good one. Dark Throne, The Soul Side Journey.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Gamma Ray, Sigh No More.
Yeah, Gamma Ray, Sigh No More.
And then went into a Blazing in Northern Sky, which is probably the better of all their black metal albums.
I mean, they're definitely
the only one I would give.
Let's be honest. Their first album, their death album, is so fucking good.
But Benevolent Creation, the Ten Commandments,
Have that.
Hell
Grave
yeah.
into the Grave.
Great
It's
record.
not a great album.
Or another
Cannibal Corpse.
Here it is.
another Jersey
I got the
Jersey
latest
boy.
Dark Throne album, at least.
More Jersey guys. Revenant Prophecy of a Dying World. I love this album.
Nice. Hell
all,
yeah.
all concept record about H.P. Lovecraft and how the world ends.
Hey Ben, what came out the year?
Over.
So, well, we're in the 90s. Let's talk about the year before.
90?
No. Stick with 91. Let's not go all over the place.
Yeah.
Stream's already
Yeah,
getting a little whack.
Yeah. I mean, here's another one.
Plus,
On the seventh day, God created man.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes.
Dude,
Freaking
the
math.
fucking double bass in this album is so fucking unbelievable.
Right.
His kick drums are like a fucking machine on roids. Dude, like, have you listened to the first track? I remember our drummer, when we first started covering Sadistic, he couldn't get through the song because you had to like constantly be playing double bass the whole entire time. You have to have some pretty powerful stamina to put up with that.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to have to revisit that one. I've been listening to it in a long time.
That's a good record. I mean, their first album is decent, but it's not as good.
Yeah.
Because the first album they put out, the self-titled Master, was just like, at the time, to be honest, it was just mediocre.
Right.
It wasn't really a
yep.
Let's see, what else came out? Let's see, 1991 releases. Man,
Oh, the AC/DC Live.
Oh, Death Human.
that came out in 92.
We didn't mention that. We didn't even mention Death Human. That's so interesting.
Oh yeah, that's a great album.
Yeah. Death Human.
That's like the
The
one.
Guns N' Roses Part 2, that fucking album.
Oh, fuck those albums.
Oh yeah, Use Your
Wanted-
Illusion 1 and 2.
Dude.
I'm just not a huge Guns N' Roses fan.
Same.
I like some of their stuff, but I'm not like huge into them.
I get them. I would get them just to have them in my collection.
I used to have them on. I used to have them a long time ago.
I only had, I think,
Use Your
Appetite.
Illusion.
Here's another band that nobody mentions.
Appetite's still good.
1991 death metal. Convulsed World Without God. That's another Finnish band that was with Unibur at the time.
Nice.
Unibra. Nice.
Unibur's awesome.
Cool. Let's see.
Yeah.
Death metal.
I wonder if Necrotic Nick's still around.
Necrotic
Or-
Nick was-
Yeah, he's working on his review.
He's doing a video right now. He'll be back.
I mean,
No, 1991. Yeah, let me speak here for a minute.
don't say
Let's see.
Broken Home.
Obviously, Cannibal Corpse butchered at birth.
Oh, thank God.
Therion of Darkness.
Fuck yes, that album rules.
I love that album.
Hey,
Really
I gotta
good
use the bathroom. Hold the fort for me real quick.
Let's
Yeah,
see, UDO Time Bomb came out in 91. That's a killer speed metal album.
So
UDO
he
from
already left. Did he already leave by that point?
at that time, yeah, he was out of Accept. A year later, he'd be back in Accept in the 90s. But yeah, that album's killer. That's pretty much like probably UDO's Painkiller. In comparison, that's how the music is on that album.
I mean,
It's pretty
Painkiller.
fucking
I
killer.
think actually Painkiller was before that.
What year was Animal House released?
1987. That's a good one too. I have that
Four
on CD.
years.
Oh,
Wow, 4 years.
Bolt Thrower War Master.
Yes.
That's a fucking great song.
War
Master.
Dude, that fucking song, Asphyx the Rack,
Ooh,
Unleashed Where No Life Dwells.
that's a good one too. Let's see. You got.
Oh man, Sarcophago Laws of Scourge.
Damn. Oh, I'm trying to think here. Running Wild, Blazing Stone. Excuse me, Running Wild, Blazing Stone came out in '91. That's a great album.
That is a great album.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Deceased, Luck at the Corpse.
Yep.
Oh man, I forgot about this one too. Parker's Necroticism.
That's a great one too. Yep.
I think you do that record.
Death Human. Death Human.
Yeah, Death Human.
That year.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Oh God, that's a good album.
Oh, here's a good one. Fucking what was it? Oh, Edge of Sanity. Nothing But Death Remains.
Oh, I was gonna ask if they had made an album in '91. Thank you.
They did, but it was more like, because that album was more like a stripped death metal album than it was their progressive death metal.
Yeah, it was straight up death metal before they went progressive death metal.
When did Crimson come out?
Crimson was Crimson was 98, I think. Yeah, no, 96.
Wow, later.
96.
Yeah, 5 years.
I think it was 96.
Yeah, it was 96.
5 years later.
1991, Skid Row, Slave to the Grind.
Obviously, that was a huge album in '91.
That was a huge album.
God, I remember that year. Everybody had Skid Row shirts on that year.
Massacre from Beyond.
Yeah. Yeah.
When Addictions, what was that record called? Fucking, it's the one after Subconscious Terror. Oh, The Grand Leveler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Leveler was that year.
Carcass, Necrotism,
Xavier
Descent.
okay.
Yep.
Xavier mentioned it.
Have a good one.
Sabotage.
Yeah, Sabotage Street.
Yeah, Sabotage. Yeah.
Loud Blast Disincarnate. That's a good album. If you want, Disincarnate is one of those underrated records from that.
Queen.
It's so good.
Right.
Queen's Innuendo.
Yeah, the last
That's
one.
true. That's the last Queen album.
Yeah.
With Freddie.
Cornor, Mental Vortex.
That's a good album. I do have that on CD. Mental Vortex by Corner.
Sabbath, Sabbat, and Venom.
Ooh. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Venom did have an album out in '91, but it doesn't have Cronus.
Morbid Reality. By Hex.
That's a good one.
That's when
Slayer,
death metal stuff.
Slayer, A Decade of Aggression live.
Yep, the live album.
Yeah. We'll throw that in.
Fate's Warning, Parallels.
Mm-hmm.
Never a big fan of that album.
First appearance of James LaBrie before he went to Dream Theater.
That's true too. Yeah.
Entombed, Clandestine.
Clandestine.
Yeah. Paradise Lost by a band called Gothic.
No. The album's called Gothic. Paradise Lost Gothic. That's a great album. Great death doom album.
Another good one. Messiah Choirs of Horror. Deadhead the Beast. Oh, Ben would probably know this one. Deadhead the Beast Begins at Dawn.
Okay.
That's
been a while, but yeah.
That's a great album.
Then you got sorry.
I can't say Rolling Stones because they didn't put one out in '91. It wouldn't be till '94
Well, let's
they
see.
would release an album.
Oh,
Trying
Cancer
to think another. Oh yeah, that album.
Cancer Death Shall Rise. That's a good one.
That's a good album. Yes.
Invicator.
Wait. Didn't Sinister come out with an album?
No, Sinister was 92. They were recording album in '91, but it was released.
Yeah, that would have been Cross the Six. Cross the Six, right?
Yeah, Cross the Six was recorded, I believe.
91.
Recorded in '91, but released in '92.
Yeah,
Europe.
It's close though. It's close.
Oh yeah, Europe. That's a band I want to do a retrospective on Europe because outside of the hits, nobody really knows much about what they're
Europe
like
Prisoners
outside of
in
the
Paradise album.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What are we talking about for a retrospective? Conversations are
Europe.
going too fast. Oh, the band Europe?
Europe.
Yeah.
People know about the Final Countdown, but nobody. Outside of that,
No.
I've never really listened to their stuff outside of the Final Countdown. So it would be.
It's way
band I
better.
have on the
Well,
list.
Is it
the case? Is it okay? Let me see. Is it in the case of like Dream Theater, where Dream Theater has their big hit "Pull Me Under," and then usually they have a lot of great albums or stuff? Is Europe in sometimes that case?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
so
that's pretty much the big album. Like the like the album that followed the Final Countdown's not very good. It's more poppy too. Oh jeez. It's the albums they put out in the 2000s that you got to listen to. Much heavier, kind of back to the first two albums, I guess. Maybe a little heavier, a little more Deep Purple like.
Okay, yeah.
My bad. That was
That
was 92.
Yeah. So,
Cancer, band called Cancer, Death Shall Rise.
Yep.
I mentioned
That's a great album. We were just talking about that.
Band called Armored Saint, Symbol of Self-Fucking-Vation.
Oh yeah, Symbol of Salvation. That's a great one.
Oh, a good one. Goat Lord's Solstice of something. I forgot what it was called. But that's a good black hole record.
Iced. 1991.
The Storm Rider.
Was there any symphonic black metal albums in '91?
No, that wasn't.
No.
It would have been until.
It was back then because black metal was just starting. It wasn't really.
Yeah, symphonic album or symphonic metal was basically in its early stages around that time.
Wait.
It was more demo.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
I was thinking something like it. Didn't Bathory's Hammerheart come out that year, or was it Twilight Light?
No. Twilight of the Gods came out that year.
It was Twilight. What year was Hammerheart? 90?
Hammerheart was 90, and then
Twilight was 91.
Twilight was 91.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew there was a Bathory album that came out that year.
I found an interesting band, Ben. Well, found a couple things. The Anthrax Attack of the Killer Bees EP for 1991.
Yeah, Attack of the Killer Bees.
And a band called Messiah, Choir of Horrors.
No, that's a good
1991 album.
That's a good one.
Let's see, Tiamat, the Astral Sleep. I think that's what it's called. That's a good one.
Hey Ben, go on the website Metal Kingdom. That's where I'm looking up all the albums. That's the website I'm using.
I can find them on Google too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wikipedia everywhere.
Yeah, because it's kind of last minute preparation since I don't have time to dig nothing out.
Technically they did release that. Dead Shall Inherit was out that year, technically.
Self-titled Mortification album.
That's a good album.
Dead Shall Inherit by Baphomet was out that year.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yes.
It was out.
When was the first symphonic black metal album released? Would that have been in the 1950s?
That was like mid-90s, to be honest.
That would have been like
When was the earliest?
Yeah, like 94, 93.
Probably Emperor in the Night Side Eclipse would be one of the first.
Yeah.
Mr. Bungle. Mr. Bungle self-titled. That's a decent album.
Oh yeah, Mr. Bungle.
It's a strange band.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Meshuggah.
Yes,
that's right. The first Meshuggah album came out that year. They were more thrash metal on their debut album.
Here's a good one that came out that year. That was recorded that year, but it wasn't released. So
my favorite Voivod studio album, 1991's Angel Rat.
Yeah, I don't care for that one either. I only like the early Voivod. I only like the first two Voivod albums, or maybe the first three Voivod albums.
I also like Nuclear Assault, Out of Order. That's another great album.
That's
true. That came out.
That came out that year, but wasn't as good.
Yeah, that one was kind of weak. I used to have it on cassette tape back in the day.
Oh,
Laz Rocket. Ha.
Oh, I know which album you're talking about by Laz Rocket.
Nothing Scared.
That's a good one. Nothing Sacred. That's a great album.
Oh,
Venom, Temples of Ice.
Oh my God, the first Cathedral album came out that year.
More Trails.
Wait a minute. I was trying to remember, what was it? Thorgothn. When did they come out with their one and only album?
Good record.
Didn't Thorgothn... Mike, look up Thorgothn. Thergo, or someone look up Thorgothn. There were, I think, Death Doom, Funeral Doom.
I forgot about this band. It's another horse in the room. Morgoth. Up. Cursed.
Did anyone mention No More Tears? I think we missed that album.
I mentioned that from Ozzy. I mentioned it.
Morgoth.
I think it's
that's a fucking great record.
Doesn't really need mentioned again. Everybody knows that fucking album.
Massacra had 2 studio albums in 1991.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They only had one.
Massacre from Beyond.
Oh my God! How can we forget this album?
You mean Massacre? Massacre.
No,
Dark Angel, Time Does Not Heal. That's a great trash album. Massacre
is a Florida band. Massacre is the French band.
What are they from? Which one are you looking at?
Because
is it Massacre or Massacre, Mike?
He's looking at Massacre. I could tell because From Beyond.
Oh, is it the one with? That's the one with
the Death Members.
Is that? Or is it? Oh no, it's a different one. It's not the one with the other guy.
Massacre is a French band formed way before Massacre.
Danger, the Screw It album.
I was just listening. I was just listening to this one the other week. Evil Dead: The Underworld, the second Evil Dead album.
Oh, nice.
That one doesn't get talked about as much.
That doesn't get talked about as much. Here's another one I would mention in that fucking segment when we're talking about old 91 albums.
Metal Church.
Oh man, even though it's actually nah. I'm about to say, didn't Saxon put an album that year that was decent?
I looked at it and see
it was like okay, to be honest. It wasn't.
I think I might do a stream. I might end up doing a stream something like this.
No, it was 91 because I remember that record.
It's not coming up. Samuel, Worship Him. That came out in 91. That's a good album.
That's a good black metal record. That's like
early black metal.
That's like black.
The Metal Church's Human Factor album from 91.
Yep. Yeah, I just showed the cassette tape of that.
Yeah. Primus had an album in 91. Sailing the Seas of Cheese.
Yes, that has Tommy the Cat is my name.
I have a good one.
David Lee Roth, Little Wayne Enough.
Oh, that album.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I don't care about that album. Vital Remains, Let Us Pray.
Oh, yeah. That's their first album, if I'm right.
No, that's a great album.
Rudy Axel-Pell's Nasty Reputation in 91.
That's a good album. I have that. I got all of his albums, though. Yeah, Nasty Reputation's good. Tourniquet Psychosurgery. That's a good album. Came out. Obviously, Typo Negative, Slow, Deep, and Hard.
Oh, this one came out
That's
this year.
Yeah.
This one came out that year, but it gets very rarely mentioned. Morgan wrote it. Thoughts.
Oh.
Oh, night, yeah.
That's the one.
I think I
that
remember that one.
Yeah.
Master Hammer, Ritual.
Oh yeah, I know about them. I know a little bit about them because I remember seeing they did a 2016 album, and they were kind of a different sounding back then.
I forgot about. Oh man, I forgot about this one. Vengeance Rising, Destruction Comes. That's a great album.
Rawls wants to lick.
All right, yeah, we'll send Nick a link.
He's here. Nick is here.
Nick is
I know.
fucking here.
Meanwhile, I'm in the background playing video games again.
What video
I'm
game
trying
you
to
playing?
remember something else.
Yeah, I'm
Forza Horizon 5. I've been just riding around in this old Bugatti Type 35. That's from the 1920s, which is a lot older than some of these albums we've been talking about.
Fuck. Oh man, I forgot about this record, and nobody mentioned this when it comes from Finnish 1991 death metal. Pertinence, member of Damnation.
Pertinence.
That's a good record. That's a good. See, I
gotta revisit a lot of these albums.
Beth, hey Ben, have you heard of a band called Cathedral?
Oh
yeah, I was just trying to talk about that album.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck. Awesome.
Yeah, their first album's really fucking good. It's really dark and gloomy.
Bathory, Bathory, Bathory.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
The album is called. I was gonna say that. Twilight of the Gods.
Fuck. Solitude Eternus into the Depths of Sorrow. That's a great doom metal album.
Oh yes.
Cyclone Temple. I Hate Therefore I Am.
Skyclad, The Wayward Sons of Mother Earth, which is a very strange album. Because Skyclad was like thrash metal with like a folk type of sound. They were like one of the first folk metal bands. Which I believe the member of Skyclad came from the band Sabbath.
Even though it was a demo, but it was still a full-length album, in my opinion. Demonancy From Within. That's a good demo.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I've heard that one.
The band Live in Sacrifice, their self-titled Live in Sacrifice.
That's a good album. That is a good one.
Broken Hope, Swamped and Bored.
Sounds a lot like Slayer.
Oh, yeah, Broken Hope. Broken Hope.
There's a band called...
We got to this part of the episode.
Yeah.
Broken Boar.
Shit, man, nobody mentioned this one. Sentence, Shadows of the Past. Not as good as Norfolk.
Oh, yes.
Not as good as Norfolk, but
Shadows of the Past
that's like straight up death metal.
Man.
Shadows of the Past was 92, actually.
I'm gonna throw a band in here. A band called Bolt.
It was recorded in 91, but it was released by January of 92.
Hold on, Mike's saying something, guys.
Okay.
You were saying, Mike?
Yeah, we're interrupting each other. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a band called Bolt Thrower, the 1991 Bolt Thrower album, War Master.
We mentioned that earlier.
Oh,
that's an awesome record, by the way. The War Master will raid. Dude, that fucking song is so killer.
Yeah. The Lita Ford Dangerous Curves album for 91? No, I don't think anybody remembers that album, no.
Doesn't that have If I Close My Eyes Forever with Halsey? Or is that on another album?
Fuck, what is that on? It came out in 87.
Jesus,
that's
later?
I remember.
That's, wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
I think it was recorded in 91, but was released by late 93. But fucking Morpheus Descends, Ritual of Affinity. That was recorded in 91.
Yeah. I still love that Meshuggah, the contradictions collapse. That's still a great fucking album.
Oh yeah, doesn't it have the New Millennium?
It's a good
song?
album because that's when it. Well, that's when they were straight. They were more thrash metal on that album, as opposed to what it would become.
Yeah.
All right, we got Nick here, guy.
What's up, Nick?
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
March.
Like I said, just reviewing this weird fucking album. It's strange. This is the new Converge, Blood Moon 1.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Well, I mean, Converge and Chelsea Wolfe, and then honestly, Stephen. There we go. Yeah, Stephen Brodsky, I think, did a lot of writing on this too, because there's a lot of stuff that sounds like Cave In and Mutoid Man on there, but it's weird. It's probably the least Converge sounding Converge album I've heard. But
it's kind of weird. I didn't even know they were coming out with a new album.
Honestly, this was something. I guess they did like some live sets with Chelsea Wolfe and Stephen Brodsky, and they also had Steve Von Till back when they initially did this from Neurosis, and they just kind of came up with this like doomy, sludgy, goth rock, kind of bluesy. It's a lot of depressing shit. All kind of in this nice depressing blender where you can cry into. I don't know. It's just it's bleak, but interesting, weird.
I'll have to check it out.
It's an interesting listen. You won't know what the hell you're listening to. Like you'll have to look at it. It does say Converge on it. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
Huh.
So, Nick, our topic was what was it again, Ben?
Top albums of 1990.
Oh, we're talking about, well, wasn't really top albums. We were just talking about random albums that came out in 1981.
And then we moved on to 91.
Yeah, we moved on to 91 because we kind of ran out of albums to talk about for 1981.
Oh, I got plenty for 91. I'm pretty sure you guys probably touched on some of them.
I touched on all of them.
Yeah, we touched on some of the obvious ones. I've already touched on the Black Album from Metallica.
Did you have to touch it? Everyone else has touched it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
30 million people have touched it.
Same with No More Tears.
Yeah.
I was going to say Asphyx the Rack. Damn good one.
Fucking awesome record. I know what my top pick.
Actually, I don't know. It's a toss up between that one and Last One on Earth for me, but the Rack's a beast. Atheist, Unquestionable Presence.
Yes.
That's a great one.
Autopsy's Mental Funeral.
They always do good in these two.
Oh, dude, Ripping Corpse. And, dude, yeah, those are.
Yeah.
Christ possessed.
Dude,
Sadistic Execution, The Magus.
Bolt
Fucking
Thrower.
good album.
War Master. That is, for me, the Bolt Thrower album.
Effigy of the Forgotten.
Yeah.
Dude, Effigy is. Dude, I like Pierce from Within a bit more, but Effigy is my number 2.
That fucking riff and Major from Veracity.
Dude, I hate the fact that slam bands pretty much just fucking dry hump that fucking riff.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Dude, like literally an entire subgenre of death metal was born out of that breakdown.
Yes, that's a sad part.
Yes.
It just sounds.
Oh no, I'm saying War Master is probably my favorite Bolt Thrower album.
It's
Dude,
my favorite.
War Master's the shit. Like that is the perfect blend of everything I love about Bolt Thrower. For Victory though is up there too.
Fifth Crusade, that's pretty cool.
Dude, a little bit doomier.
Here's a good
Yeah,
one.
that's true.
Oh, dude, Funebrae is it Funebrae? Is that how they pronounce it?
Funebrae.
Yeah. I think
Damn
it's
good album. Cancer, Death Shall Rise.
Yes.
Yes.
Great fucking album.
Benevolent Creation.
Nick,
right?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
Nick,
no.
I wanted your opinion. I know you probably heard me and Ben's opinion. What's your opinion on Pink Bubbles Go Ape?
I am
The Halloween follow-up.
I'm not a Halloween fan.
No.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
he's not a power.
He's
I'm
not
not
much of a
big on
power
power metal. That's like the one like genre I can't get into. Like I do own some Icer. I mean, I love Dio, and Rainbow, but I don't know if that's just like power metal or proto power metal. But when it
Yeah.
came down to like all the
Proto.
wizards and dragons and shit, I was like, no. Like I had an ex that
You'd rather stick with you're good enough with sticking with Black Sabbath and Dio and stuff like that.
yeah,
Maybe Rainbow.
that
Yeah.
well, Rainbow's awesome, but I mean,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The power metal thing, like, I mean, it might depend on the style. Like, it has to be heavy for me. Like,
Right.
I don't mind like thrash with clean vocals, but if it gets into like more power metal-y territory, like that kind of starts making me go, maybe get angry.
And so that would mean probably Sabotage.
I appreciate Sabotage for the impact. Actually, I mean, they were probably the first big Florida band that really like took off in metal.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I'm a huge Sabotage fan. But
I do.
Yeah.
Didn't John Oliva get arrested here recently?
Yeah, he
I
did.
just heard about that.
Oy.
Apparently a DUI, from what I've
Yeah.
heard.
I think I heard they got him on possession too,
No,
or
he won't.
something.
Nah, dude, he
Oh,
went.
shit.
Nah, dude, he went to the White House again. Instead, he didn't walk, and he
No.
drove directly into the White House.
Dude, yeah, that's what I heard. Like they pulled over someone for a non-vehicle to vehicle accident, which means he just ran into something and he pretty much just fainted as soon as he got out of the car, and then pretty much woke up in the hospital. Was like, yeah, you were pretty drunk, huh? Like, oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought
That's not good. That's not good either. He's in his 60s now.
he's 62, and I mean, he's still. I mean, he's got a lot of health problems because he put on
Yeah.
so much weight.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
mean,
I don't think he ever got over Chris's death.
No, I
His
mean,
brother,
it's his brother.
or
That's,
Chris, excuse me.
that's a horrible thing to go through. But I mean,
Right.
Dude, I don't know, man. I'd like to see him pull together because he still has like some pretty solid vocals despite all the medical stuff. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. He needs to pull it together because this isn't good.
No, it's not good at all.
it's not good at all because the list like fucking not nuclear blast, fucking Century Media dropped them.
Yikes. I mean, I get moves like that though. If you're a label and you got an artist that keeps fucking up, you can't keep associating with them all the time because they're gonna hurt sales and that's gonna reflect on the business. And sometimes you just part ways.
Yeah. I mean, they were with the label for like almost 30 years. Seriously, probably even then.
Yeah.
When was their first album?
That's another 91.
Yeah.
That's a great
It was the first Corner album I ever picked up. Fucking love it.
It's good.
Unga.
Invocator, Excursion, Demise.
Invocator. I don't know if I know Invocator.
Oh, that's a good band. That's like Technical Crash. Yeah, I know that. I know Invocator.
Yeah, I've heard the name before.
That's a good fucking band. Yeah.
Thank you,
Protector,
Dominic.
Shedding of Skin. Fuck.
Oh, I love that record.
Fair warning.
Dude,
fair
Protector's
warning,
so
Nick.
damn good. That album especially. I say that is their best album.
Oh, fuck, here's another good one.
Dark Angel Time Does Not Heal.
Nobody
Pretty solid.
Oh, that's a great album. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Band called Impact, Protect the Pain.
I don't know if I know that one.
91.
I don't know that
Take the
one
Pain.
Bastard made an album that year, but never got released. I think.
Yeah.
Dark Throne's debut, Soulside Journey.
Yep.
Massacre had two studio albums in 91.
They only have one.
I mean, well, From Beyond that's the one that really matters. God.
Yeah.
And
Enjoy the Violence.
Enjoy the Violence. songs.
As much as I shit on the new album, I did buy it.
I haven't even heard it yet.
It's still not good. Dude, Roga, stop jumping on every fucking band. You're in 30 of them.
That's right. He's a turn.
I mean, Human's got to be. I mean, someone had to have brought that up, right? Someone brought up Death's Human, right?
Death's Human. Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Pestilence.
So classic.
Ooh,
Testimony of the Agents.
Fuck that album.
yes.
Wait. What'd you say, Xavier?
Fuck that album. I hate it so much.
Dude, I love that. All right.
Dude, the fucking
Here's the trick. You get rid of all the stupid interludes in between every track, and then you have a brilliant album. All the interludes are completely unnecessary. I hate that thing about that album. But Consuming Impulse is better anyway.
Right, well, obviously.
You have that.
But that's what
You have that.
Ancient is awesome.
You have that Soundgarden album.
Which one? Oh,
Bad
Motorfinger.
I love that album.
That's a great album.
Dude.
I was going to say Alice in Chains, but I think Dirt came out in
92.
92.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one.
Didn't they have an EP 91?
Dude, Jesus Christ Pose and oh, dude, yeah, Convulse. That album is so goddamn good. Oh, here you go, some thrash, some underground thrash. You guys remember a band called Devastation with the album Idolatry?
Oh,
dude,
yes.
that album is so fucking awesome.
Fucking right. Great
Dude.
stuff.
Yes.
My buddy that ran the record store introduced me to them. Was like, "Here, have you ever heard of this?" Like, no. I was like, "Okay, buy it."
Here's a good one. Deadhead, The Feast Begins at Dawn.
Band called Cyclone Temple. I hate Therefore I Am.
I don't know if I know that. I know
That came out in 91. Came out in 91.
What style? What genre though? That's the thing. What genre? Because
Probably
if it's power metal, Mick ain't touching it with a 10-foot pole.
No, probably not.
It doesn't look power metal. The album cover looks really sick. To be honest.
The band I got.
Okay. So at the very least, it could be something Nick could potentially like. At the very
what
least.
is that one?
Enjoy the Violence. Dude, that fucking record's awesome.
Oh man.
I don't know if I know that one.
Dude,
who is that?
You need to listen to that record, dude. It's so fucking killer.
Wait, who's the band?
Massacre from France. It's
I always get
basically
there's like a Colombian one too.
What?
Well, there's like Massacre or from Colombia, or they're from South America too.
No, dude, that's from fucking I think Czechoslovakia.
See, there's a whole bunch of bands called Massacre, so they all get fucking confusing.
Yeah, they do.
That's true.
True.
They just do the French version, just take out the E and just put an A instead.
Okay.
Massacre.
All right.
Mascara.
I always call them mascara.
Mascara?
Like that's,
About the
I'm not calling a band.
self-titled Mortification album.
Great album. I own that one.
I'm just going to mention that it's not the first one.
That's like
It's an album, but yeah, the self-titled Mortification album.
with their second or third one. That's the earliest one I have. Their shit's really hard to fucking find.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard to find. It's their second album. Yeah, the first album was Break the Curse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Came out in 90.
Clandestine.
Then you got
Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Fucking
one
Living
without
So you got
Sacrifice.
Tourniquet.
Tourniquet.
Living
yeah,
Sacrifice.
I've been meaning to check out. Like I've only heard about
Yeah, the
them.
first Living Sacrifice is good.
Oh, dude. Early Living Sacrifice, the only thing I don't like are the vocals, but
Yeah,
the music is just gross.
it's killer.
Cannibal Corpse. Butchered at birth.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
My mom loved that album cover.
Messiah Choirs of Horror. Oh,
Gore Fest. Mind Loss.
That album is amazing.
I have a good one. Gorephobia. Omen of Masochism.
See, I still need to get the early Gorephobia stuff. I think the one that came out in the mid 2010s. What about Fudge Tunnel? 8 songs in E minor.
Ooh, we didn't talk about this. Oh.
Fudge Tunnel.
I've never heard
The weird.
Oh, Fudge Tunnel.
Yeah,
That's a band I haven't listened to in a long time.
essentially it's one half of
More of an
Veilbond.
ancient Western sick, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
dude, great album.
If you like weird stuff, Mr. Bungle.
Oh yeah, dude, Bungle
fuck,
rules.
this is one that nobody talks about.
Oh, yeah, Mr.
Bungle,
Bungle's killer.
What is that one?
Bioaggression.
Bioaggression. I don't know that one.
It's like
Just
Death Doom.
I do love Death Doom. Ooh,
Yeah.
Heathen, Victims of Deception.
I feel like
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good one.
They sound a lot like
One of the most underrated
It's a
thrash
great
metal
thrash
albums.
album.
Dude.
I agree.
Oh,
I
and
was,
Great.
I was
to me,
thinking
Great.
Shane earlier. I didn't know if they did, but I didn't know if their goth and like Death Doom or Funeral Doom band released something in '91. I can't remember if they did or not.
The Gotham was 93, I think.
Well, I was
But no,
thinking
back
they
to,
might have
Heathen.
released a demo.
What were you saying, man?
I was trying to think of what.
No,
I
we're
knew
Ben was
that,
trying to say something about Heathen real quick. Hold on.
Oh, all right, go.
yeah, I've been trying to talk for a while now, guys.
Yeah.
No,
Apologies,
Heathen Victims of Deception to me is a better Justice for All, if that makes sense.
Very true.
Because
Very
the structure of the album's a lot like Justice, but like it's way better.
For me, it was like almost like progressive Anthrax. Like, I mean, they went with the more
That
clean
too.
vocal style, but dude, Lee Altus fucking just kills on that album. Like the riffs are just so tight, and that cover of Kill the
Right.
King is so fucking
Ooh,
good.
yes. That is,
Dude, it's one of the most underrated
it's a
albums in
great
the
album.
entire Bay Area scene, I think.
I think it is too. Like that album, it's
Heck,
it's
Morbid
perfect. It's a perfect 10 out of 10.
Morbid Reality by Hex, that's a good one.
Which one by Hex? I don't know.
Yeah, Morbid Reality, it's like it's like their death metal album. It's like they were first like a power metal band, then they switched to like a fucking death metal band.
That's a good move. At
It's
least
like-
in my opinion.
It's like fucking, they sound more like Sadist and fucking Obituary.
I love Sadist.
Nice.
I love Obituary. So pretty
Another
solid there.
good one. Another good one too that came out that year was Tourniquet Psychosurgery. Excuse me.
See, I gotta check out Tourniquet. I don't own any Tourniquet. And
Yeah,
I've
that
heard
was a really good
a lot
one.
of good stuff.
Here's a good one that nobody mentions.
Oh, dude.
Props
Oh,
to
Revenant? It's oh shit, what's his name from Pro Fanatica?
Paul Letney. Yeah,
Paul Letney, yeah.
he was in that band, but he wasn't on this record. He left to go do Incantation before this. And
Yeah.
Metallica.
I've been meaning to send a copy of that too. Like everyone's like, "Oh man, you want an underrated gem? Check out Revenant." I was like, I gotta find it.
You can find it.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
I just recently caught on to using Metal Detector to find fucking like distros and shit. So I'm probably gonna start doing that more often.
Nice.
Dude, it
What's
helped
up,
me find
Speed
some
Kid?
shit. What's up, man?
Welcome to the stream.
Yeah. Dominic Matheson in chat was asking everyone who has heard of the band called Earth Crisis.
I have. Dude,
I have.
I haven't.
Dude, fuck yeah. Earth Crisis is awesome.
Dude, old school
they're
fucking
pretty
Earth
awesome.
Crisis. That was again one of those early Victory Records bands that I jumped on, like that and Strife. Dude, those bands, like, yeah, this hardcore shit's a little bit different than the metal shit on this dude, but it still makes me want to punch things. So,
And,
Right.
and Nick, do you listen to the band X Japan?
I've heard of them. They're the like weird kind of Japanese glam, which Japanese glam is very different than our glam, but it's still
Oh, yeah.
strange. I've seen actually they had them in it was like the second part to Sam Dunn's documentary called Global Metal. He did a whole piece on the whole glam
Yeah.
scene in Japan. And
That's right.
I don't even know how their hair stood up like that. Like that had to be like wallpaper paste.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was another
Yeah.
band. There was another band too called EZO. It was like a Japanese glam metal band that had like the huge puffy hair. So,
I don't get it. But some of the stuff
I
that
was-
sounded more like thrash metal.
some of it, yeah.
I was I was watching a documentary on YouTube. They were talking about how rock and roll and metal started in Mexico and South America. You know,
I mean, they all have their themes. I mean, it's pretty interesting to see where, you know, like you have like an isolated sort of area that where, you know, metal kind of came out in that, whether they got it through like tape trading or they heard it on the radio, but they kind of developed their own style to it. I always find that really interesting.
Different language. I think I was listening to a band. I could not pronounce the fucking name whatsoever.
That's a lot of bands for me.
But I was just listening to this one band. Their sound, they kind of sounded like if you stabbed Metallica in the ass and put them on a stick.
That's a lot.
That's how the band sounded.
Okay, that's like billions of bands too. You have to be way more precise than that. That's It's like, dude, ever heard that?
They start with Lars.
That's like saying
the first victim.
That's like saying.
So let's just say the drummer's not as good as Lars.
Dude, that's like saying, bro. It's like, bro. That's like saying, hey, bro. Ever heard any of the bands that has the lyrics "die" in it? Like, yeah. That's like a billion of bands.
No, that's not about Satan. Oh, that fucking narrows it down.
Wow, that narrows it down by way too many.
Overkill Horoscope. Did you guys bring up that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that one.
Yep. It's like the classic. Probably their best album.
Gothic.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Paradise Lost Gothic.
And more else.
I know early on.
Man, I've been meaning to actually get to. There's a lot of the old school underground shit that I gotta hunt down still.
For 1981, I told Ben about a band called Magma.
Yeah, like a weird prog band, right?
Yeah.
I think that's one I need to go back and re-listen to.
My buddy Jeff on Metalben, he loves lots of old school prog, and he brought up Magma a couple of times. And I don't know, it's one of the things that's cool to check out.
Yep.
Ooh, Sarcophago, The Laws of Scourge.
That's a good record.
Love that.
Death Human.
Yep. I mean, Human's already up there.
What
Yeah, obviously a Rise, yep.
I mean, yeah, it's
fucking classic.
I have a good one. The Dead Shall Inherit.
Yes, Baphomet.
Fuck yes. That record
is
awesome.
I mean, honestly, this is I mean, I haven't listened to the second album, but this is the only album I like by Therion of Darkness, their debut.
Actually, the second album is as good as the first one.
Gamma Ray?
What was their second album? Symphony Masses?
No, Symphony Masses was
Beyond, or no, it was Beyond Sanct. Oh, I forget.
I forgot what it was called, but it was like 92.
Yeah.
I'll just look it up.
Yeah.
Symphony Masses pretty good.
Yeah, the website I'm on for 1991 is a website called Metal Kingdom.
Beyond Sanctorum was the second one in 1992.
Yeah.
And then Symphony Masses, Ho Draken Ho Megaths was the other title for it.
Yeah, it's weird. That one came out in 93, I think.
Yeah. Hold on here. What did that one? Yeah, 93.
Yeah, that one kind of has more of a melodic death metal, black metal sound. It's really
when
weird.
they started doing the symphonic stuff, like I couldn't get into that. Like, I don't know. It feels so campy.
Edge of Sanity and Loud Blast released records that year.
But, I actually have both. That Edge of Sanity, that's their debut, right?
Yeah, that is their debut.
I like that one, but they did so much better. Spectral Sorrows that's probably my go-to one.
What do you think of Crimson from Edge of Sanity, Nick?
40 minutes is kind of long for a song, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good. It's a good song.
Yeah, but then again, you think about it. Dream Theater did the same with 6 Degrees. I think a few years later was supposed to be 42 fucking minutes.
I like the first disc better on 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence.
Oh yeah.
Or Controversial one because there's people that hate this album, but I actually really
Swamped
like it.
and Gore.
What?
Swamped and Gore.
Oh, Swamped and Gore is awesome. But I was gonna say Voivod's Angel Rat.
Oh my god, that album.
Oh, I love that album.
See, Mike,
Kick that shit under the bus.
Oh no, I think it's one of the most underrated ones. It reminds me more of like Rush, which I'm a big Rush fan. So I don't know. I really dig that. It's not killing technology, nor will it ever be.
No,
but it's still good. I think they did that sound better on Outer Limits though. But Angel Rat's not like I bought it, kind of knowing that all right, people don't like this album, and then sat back and I enjoyed it. I think it's a good album.
It's kind of weird. I kind of like those 2 Voivod albums they did with Eric Forrest.
Those aren't bad either. I actually like those Phobos
because they kind of brought back some of the thrash. It's really weird because it's like thrash, progressive, kind of industrial too.
Yeah, the industrial elements, like especially the production, like it.
Yeah,
they kind of made the drums sound like a drum machine, even though I know that was still away.
Yeah, I knew Eric Force too. He was in a cool thrash band called E-Force.
Oh man, we forgot about bringing up this record because it's my favorite fucking record ever.
Gorguts.
Oh yeah.
I like Erosion Sanity a bit more, but that is a damn good debut.
Both records are awesome, but fuck yeah.
Everything else after it sucks.
Sorry. I don't like Obscura. Everyone fucking that's like the divisive one. Like everyone either like it's a technical marvel, and everyone else like no, it sounds like they threw the guitar down a flight of fucking stairs.
I'm gonna be honest. Let's be honest right now.
I'll say this: I've listened to Deathspell Omega and Deathspell Omega's 3 albums. What would I call those? After the first 2 albums are way better than anything Gorguts has done, Obscura and onwards. Ugh.
I prefer the old school sound.
Old school.
I'm gonna be so honest. Gorguts just sounds like a fucking just untuned guitars you find at Guitar Center. That's all it sounds like.
Yeah.
Luke LeMay got really big on those like dissonant atonal riffs, and then that became like all he fucking played. Like I was just dying for a riff. Just give me a fucking riff. Calm your tits.
Yeah.
What's up, Metal Connection?
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat.
Hey Xavier, did you tell Nick about your idea for merch?
Merch? Oh yeah, sure. The suck this one.
What?
The best.
Oh god.
Do me a humongous favor. If we put out this shirt, please buy one. I have a sadistic oppressor saying, if you don't like this band, then suck this dick. Suck this. That's
pretty direct. I wonder how that worked out for him though.
It worked out awesome, dude. We had chanting that at our concert once. It was the best shit ever.
Did they get a lot of haters lined up? Like, all right, just whip it out.
No, they were like,
still like your album.
Hey Xavier. How did you form your band?
I formed the band back in 2018 of Father's Day, and it was supposed to be originally a Black and Thrash project, but I decided to scratch it, and then I formed Sadistic.
Yeah.
We had like 6 different lineups before we set it all on this one. So, yeah, that's how the band started.
Ben, I will say your Holocaust album kicks ass.
Oh, thank you. I'm remixing it actually. I wasn't really too happy with the mix.
There should be an album called "Hey You Jacktards."
Oh yeah,
dude, whoever doesn't like Slam, I made a perfect song for those guys.
What's it called?
I'll kill the Slam pussy. It's about ripping dudes' stage shoes off them and shoving up their ass and then telling them that.
I just can't get that. Like the whole clogged drain vocals, Like, you don't even have to say fucking words. Why the hell is there even a lyric sheet? No one gives a shit. You're not actually saying those fucking
You're
words.
not even saying what the hell you're saying. You're just making it by them.
Like,
Yeah,
Just
but
telling how your day is.
slam is a sorry-ass excuse of a genre.
Dude, so you know what it is? It's like, get a drunk dude, and then just let him on the fucking barrel out. There's something better. It's really
yeah, you might as well actually record someone dry heaving in a toilet. And it's like, yeah, that's our new vocalist.
Nah, it's just it's David Vincent constipated at the same sounds they make.
Like, even musically, like just doing so much of that same kind of riff too often. Just because if you don't, you're officially not a slam band, I guess. I don't know. It's not for me.
Hey, Xavier, what was the worst gig your band played at?
Our first one, probably.
Really?
We played in the backyard for this glam band. Literally, the only reason I was there is so I could get free beer.
Well, I mean,
just so I can north.
Yeah, I mean,
glam band. I literally got so hammered, I fucking knocked into the dude's fucking. I puked. I literally was so drunk, I puked in his drum set and then walked away. They were like, "Hey, who the fuck just puked in the drum set?" I'm like,
no, I didn't. That was someone else.
That was someone else. Yeah.
You should find the guy that did that.
That was the first.
You know,
and they told us never play in their backyard again. I'm like, good. I don't want to play your backyard. Your beer sucks, anyways. Get some of the shittiest ones ever. They're like the crappy IPAs that nobody gives two fucks about.
Ugh. Can't do fucking IPAs, man. That's
no.
bitter.
Yeah.
Nice lager. Yeah.
It's like they're just saying like, dude, you know, we have awesome beer here. I'm like, this tastes like shit. But I'll drink it right now so I could get over your crappy singing. I don't have to think about it for 5 seconds.
See, I've seen the band Filth, Metal Connection. Honestly, I don't know if I call them slam. They're kind of more like deathcore, down tempo sort of thing, and the vocalist does more than just the slam vocals. He actually does a lot of cool, like, you know, interesting screams. They were fucking nasty. Like, I thought they were playing on all basses. Apparently, you know, the guitarist rocked a 9-string fucking guitar, and the low end was massive. But they were good.
Oh, yeah.
They put on a good show.
Dude, only thing I would say
And you realize when you have that kind of guitar, you really don't need a bassist.
I mean,
But I'm assuming they
he
had
was
a
there.
bassist.
ever
It was
listened?
just buried behind the 9-string guitar.
Yeah,
I don't know. I was at one show. I was at a small festival. A few days ago, I was in Reading a few days ago, Ben. I was at a little metal festival in Reading, PA.
Oh, were you?
And dude came out. I'm not shitting you. Band came out. They had trash cans, a drum set. Dude came out with a 20-string bass guitar. I'm not shitting you.
Wait. Did it have did it have like
what?
did it have
More by
pedals
then?
on it?
Not a fucking bass. Can't even
I mean,
get
there's custom made shit out there.
Yeah,
It was custom made. Look custom
Hey,
made.
look,
But I haven't seen nothing on the market for that.
I think I know what you're talking
Dude,
How
about.
wide was the fucking fretboard? Like,
It's like, who needs a 20-string bass?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh,
are
you-
The band.
The other strings.
Funny thing is, the band's gimmick was they played with no clothes on except boxer shorts. That was their
What the-
gimmick.
was close, but still, no.
Nah, that doesn't sound too appealing to me.
Okay.
I'm just yelling shit like, put on your pants or I'm calling the fucking cops.
Right, for real.
I'll just put it this way.
20 strings, jeez.
This is just
Yeah,
like
I think I know. I think I might know. Did it have the logo like it had like a cursive 10 and then a cursive S on it?
No.
it's like if Gigi Allen was like a little bit more PC.
Well, what kind of was it like a regular looking guitar or was it like wide out or something?
It was a custom made guitar. I didn't know the brand.
You guys check out this new Stabbing
Ooh,
200
thanks.
albums.
200 stab.
One of my friends
I
labels.
want to get that.
Ooh.
That one track I heard was killer.
Which itty bitty pieces?
Yes.
Dude,
That's a fucking great track.
it's not even a half an hour long and it's unrelenting. Like even the track breaks, like fuck it, right into the next song.
Yeah,
Every
didn't you just interview him?
No, we saw him. We saw him at
Their release
Lakewood.
release party, right?
Yeah. Well, it was a show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did a show with Undeath. That's where I got the hat. See?
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, y'all were
nice.
talking about that, and that everybody except for I'm assuming 200 stab wounds was having technical difficulties.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
rough, man. Like literally every band, like there was fucking feedback. Fucking like for Undeath, it sucked because the low end kept dropping out, like bass drum and the fucking bass. But they they fucking powered on. They had still a solid set. It's just sound guys, but 200 stab wounds didn't have any issues. They came on and literally destroyed. Like that.
Yeah, that
was
Damn.
ungodly fucking heavy.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
fun.
that's
It
what-
doesn't
that's
seem
what
like
I'm getting.
just primal. Like it's riffy. There's cool, clever changes in the music. And
Right.
oh, dude, they fucking killed. We got some cool fucking nods from fans and shit. We ran into the frontman of Embalmer and Kernugia.
Oh, cool.
And Balmer's sick.
Dude, yeah, I mean another Cleveland band. Actually, both Cleveland bands. And yeah, he's a fan of the channel. We got to bullshit with him a bit and talk about live shows again.
I can't wait to see these bands next year. Fucking Cyanide.
Dude, Cyanide's fucking awesome.
Dude,
I just can't wait for MDF. That's going to be the biggest event for me.
Did you get your tickets?
My uncle has tickets
Okay.
already.
Dude, because they're I think you can still get the 3-day passes, but I have no idea what days those cover.
I can't wait.
It
Friday,
said
Saturday,
yeah, for Edison Lodge, which is basically the majority of the bands that I'm wanting to see, with the exception of Deeds of Flesh.
I'm gonna be.
They are at Power Plant, I think, what was Saturday, I think?
The Deeds of Flesh one, it just feels weird because the main dude isn't there.
Yeah, if I see that, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I wonder if they're going to get as many of the guest stars as they can that were on that last album. I don't know. It just feels
it's
weird.
impossible.
It feels
Or they might just play they might play some new stuff, but I think they might stick with some old stuff.
I mean, in my opinion, Deeds of. I mean, the sad part is like the dude died on my birthday, and yeah,
That's wow.
I remember when
That sucks.
happened. It was like my
That
18th
sucks.
birthday when he died. I'm like, oh fuck.
I
Dude.
think I was on vacation when I found out.
Yeah, because
Damn.
that was the 29th, and I was like, oh fuck. I remember I was coming back from school, and I get that message. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, what did he? Was it cirrhosis or multiple sclerosis? I can't remember. Hold on here. I'm just gonna look it up.
I know he was on one band that I liked called fucking Charlie's World. Oh, Charlie Christ. That's what it was called. That's a good band.
Terrible.
Yeah, that was just.
That was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna do a thing where it was gonna be like a comp.
Tendinitis. Oh no, that could. He died of cirrhosis, I guess.
Yeah,
Scleros.
Sclerosis. Sclerosis.
He was only
I think
46.
that's something. Is that something to do with the head or something like
That's
that?
young.
That sounds. I don't know. I mean, it's not cirrhosis, so I don't think it's the liver. might be nerves.
Oh yeah, it's the
I don't
liver.
know.
Yeah, the liver. It is the liver. Yeah.
I don't
Damn,
know.
46.
It is the liver.
Died.
It is the liver. Xavier said it is the liver. Damn.
Took me.
Yeah, it rots out your stomach and fucks it up. Yeah.
Shit. Is
That's
there any way that? Is there anything you could
No.
can treat it?
Nope.
Oh no, it was MS, multiple sclerosis.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I know. It peels away the myelin sheath from your fucking nerves. I know because one of my buddies has it, but he's on medication, doing pretty well. So
Yeah,
as long
that's
as we
what I
can
was
kinda
asking. Was there
stem
any
the tide.
was
Right,
there any
right.
medication for it that maybe he could have taken it? Maybe it might have kept him around a little bit longer or something.
Well, it depends on when they diagnosed him. Like if they diagnosed him real late and he already had a lot of damage from it, multiple lesions and stuff, because that's usually
it would
how
be too far gone.
they spot it.
Yeah.
He might have been too far gone at that point, and there wasn't anything they could really do.
Yeah.
But I mean, 46, that's fucking young.
That's very young.
But I don't know. When it comes down to MDF, it's going to be tough for me to see every band I want to see because I want to see them all.
Right.
But, yeah, you got a show
Such a-
tomorrow, too.
We're supposed to.
Yeah.
My band's supposed to be playing with Morpheus Descends in March.
Tomorrow I'm going to get the Municipal Waste, Crowbar, Skeletal Remains, and Dead Heat. And,
Dude, I saw them in Boston recently.
That's
I
a
love
killer show.
Oh, I love Crowbar, man. Fucking riff lord, fucking Kirk.
Oh my god, yeah. What
His
a great
tone
guitar.
is so.
So heavy.
Oh,
It's like
And-
gut-wrenching heavy.
Municipal Waste just knows how to bring the fucking party. Like those dudes have ridiculous fun. Tony Foresta's up there with like favorite, like current frontmen for bands. He's just fucking fun.
Right. Yeah, they're a great band.
And
I mean,
we actually, it's John that became really good friends with Pierce, the drummer for Skeletal Remains right now. They ended up
Nice.
they ended up bullshitting drums forever after we reviewed Enigmatum, really
nice.
strange tech death band that he was in. His drum work's insane on that. And they ended up hitting it off, so we might actually get a chance to bullshit with them. And Miller actually talks to Kirk like pretty regularly, so
I went in their tour van and got hella
wait,
I
which
went-
one?
Skeletal Remains.
I'll be back, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
I went on their tour van, and my friend, I don't know how, but he talked them into like giving us a ride home. I don't know how, but he talked them into getting us a ride home to his house, and literally we were so drunk and we were both talking. Chris was fucking annoyed as shit.
Wow.
I'm like, oh man, I just embarrassed myself right in front of my favorite band.
I think he actually follows our channel now. Like I buddied up with him a while ago. He's constantly posting tour photos right now. I know that much.
Damn. Yeah, this might be my first because I've never really was interested in the MDF beforehand, but seeing some of those bands that I'm liking that I like are going to be there. Like I see interest in Atheist, Triumph of Death, which are just doing Hellhammer stuff. Triptychon. Who else? Who else is on there? Carcass. In some case, just some of those bands. I was like, you know what? Maybe wait till I get some. If 3-day tickets for 3-day pass for it is still available. If I have Christmas money, I'm definitely buying tickets.
Is Morpheus playing
Like,
that? I think Morpheus is playing that one, right?
Not. I don't know. Not that I saw. They have that so loaded. I mean, who knows? They might have fucking added another band.
Yeah.
Well, they always play that. They always play that every single year. Usually.
I don't know. It's
Oh. Hey, Ben, what's the rarest album you have in your collection?
The rarest?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
If by rarest you mean oldest, right? Or
No.
sometimes it can be
Rare,
that.
like as in like
Rare.
rarity of the print.
Oh fuck.
Oh, that's
I think I'm thinking if it even counts. Is this even original pressing? But I don't really know if it is. But a beaten up
We got to think about that.
beaten up aftermath from Rolling Stones. Like it's. And I think it's misprint. I think on it because it has the same track listing on each side.
Oh, this is easy for me.
I really gotta get some racking for these CDs.
This one for sure is the fucking hardest one I ever try to find.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I have the reissue.
Especially that pressing of it, it's harder to find. This one, or Rodervor.
All right.
And then this is original first press too.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I saw that in the fucking store when we were in Cleveland for $52. Like, no, that's okay. No,
And then
this would be
one,
my rarest.
This one's rare too.
Now you probably can't make out what that is. It's Black Dahlia Murders original by Essa Van demo.
Holy shit! That would be rare.
Number 6 of 50.
Damn.
And this goes for about $500.
That came out in 2001.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
It has 2002 live material on it too.
Oh, here's a good one. Here's a rare one I have in my collection.
Oh, dude! I think I have the reissue of that one.
That's all. Well, the reissue is a little bit easier to find, but the
Yeah.
fucking like the jewel case version of it, like, good luck.
Rare CD I have in my collection is a band called Pitch Shifter
Dude,
I have Pitch Shifter. Which album?
I've heard.
and Deviant.
dude, the rare
Deviant?
Deviant, yes.
Dude, the rare CD I have in my collection is my Metalben CD. Master of Puppets. I found that Kmart. It was the hardest thing to find. You know, it took me like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I think Deviant, they didn't sell that many because that album's not very good. But it was on a label that folded not too long after that, so it might be harder to find.
All right, here's a rare one. And this is way before Journey became popular. It's probably hard to see.
Shit.
It's called Charge of the Light Brigade. It's got like early demos before they put out their first album.
Wow.
And I basically got this for a steal off of eBay. I think I paid like $7 for it. Which is funny.
Damn.
Yeah, nobody bid on it, so I got it. So
Dude, I'll be
it's
honest.
quite rare.
Oh yeah, Felix Martin.
The rarest album in my collection is Master of Puppets. It took me 5 minutes.
Ah!
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that album's so hard to find. Let me tell
Dude,
you.
I took so much. I was high on edibles, and I was trying to find it in the Best Buy, even though I've been annoying them, and they told me it's right in front of me.
I'll
And
take
they kicked me out.
I'll
How
have to dig
much-
through my collection. I have a few
How much
others.
edibles did you take, man?
I don't know. 14. I'm kidding.
14?
I'm kidding.
I'm going through my disc.
Dude, if I had 14, I would be in a heart attack in a coma.
I mean, I don't know if this would be considered rare, but it is a CMC International version of this. It's a Sept I'm a Rebel
Yeah, that's rare.
with Breaker on it. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's pressed in '94. It's not original, obviously, but
Here's a rare one.
I got other ones.
I
too.
imagine a lot of people have this, though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think I have that version.
Is that the original? That's the original pressing, right?
That's the original Pleasure to Kill. This is 1988.
Oh shit! I do have the okay. I think I showed you this one, Xavier.
You probably do have the original. Maybe.
It's not quite original. It's a 1988 pressing too. Now I did change the jewel case on this because it was cracked. But then what's pain?
Oh, that's equally as good. I think it's released the same year.
Yeah, this is an 88 pressing. So yeah, I have that.
Yeah,
a little bit more underground. Descendant. Was it Degeneration?
what was that?
Toledo band. Came out in '95. Going for about $150.
Oh shit!
Hey, Ben, I'm gonna sign out. I'm getting kind of tired.
All right, brother. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Here's the two.
Catch you guys later.
All right, take care,
Later,
man.
Mike.
Ooh, Demigod.
Slumber Song on Ice.
Ooh, Demigod. Yeah, I've heard of Demigod before.
And then I have this one too.
See, I don't have the original Baphomet, but I do have a copy.
That's a still
Nice.
So I'm going through my Discogs just to see what I have that's, I don't know, more rare.
Oh man, my rarest one is Pyrexia Sermon of Mockery, even though it's signed by Chris.
Here.
Let's see. Well, I mean, I got box sets that definitely go for a fair amount. Like, I have a Sinister box set of, everything from 1990 to 2010. Skeleton Witches, that one with the shadows, their debut. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's going for...
I got Forever Abomination from Skeleton Witch.
They're all around so you want to find it.
I think I don't know if you've seen it, Ryan, but you know the poster I have of Skeleton Witch thing?
What?
You know the poster I have in the background, Skeleton Witch? Which album is that from again? Looks like a Japanese tattoo art.
Who?
I forgot what it's called. But it was like Japanese tattoo art.
I'm back. Let's see.
Yeah, there you go. OG Skeleton Witch. Yeah, minimum it's going for $100.
Here's one. It might not be as rare as it used to be. Metallica Jump into Fire.
That might still be rare. Like, is that like an OG cassette too?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I would check out like Discogs. That might go for a fair amount. Who knows?
Yeah, this is on Music for Nations. So, I also have Creeping Death.
Dude, now I love that fucking cover too.
That's an excellent cover.
I know what the rarest thing I have on the set. Ungentle Exhumation by Cryptopsy, the demo. That goes for some money.
Oh yeah. Just looking here.
I do have an OG CD pressing of Nuclear Assault Survive that goes for a fair amount.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good album.
Guess my reissue version of fucking Deicide's Once Upon the Cross is going for a max of $100. That's interesting.
I have the OG.
Oh, here's
first album.
Here's two that are quite rare, and they're combat editions. It's probably hard to make out. Sirens by Sabotage.
Oh shit!
It's got the original logo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not familiar with that logo.
And the Dungeons Are Calling.
God, I never held on to many of my tapes. So.
Oh, and this not as rare, but still.
Ring Wild.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, fuck! I have the original press on this too.
Oh, nice.
That's the first pressing. I think it's European pressing, I think.
Still have this one on cassette too. Mordred Folks Game.
I gotta get some Mordred.
It's the only one I have.
Let me look through mine.
Oh, here's the one I have.
Wow. Apparently, those
Some of
two
these are
from the Vault CDs for X Hoarder go for a fair amount of money.
Oh, I have those 2 CDs though. Sword and Vatican and the Law.
The original pressings.
There is one band and one album from one band I've been wanting to get in all 3 media versions, whether it be vinyl, CD, and cassette, and that is Leviathan Scar-Sided. Their packaging for all 3 is
good luck for finding
awesome.
that one. That's gonna be like worth an arm and a leg.
Here.
It's like what I think the pressings for the original are like what, like one.
I just want one version. I don't care what versions they are. I just want one. Those versions.
Like $1,000 to get a pressing in it. I think something crazy.
Relatively hard to find as a solo EP. Bloodbath Unblessing the Purity.
I thought their first EP was harder to find.
This one's the one that's going for more money. This bare minimum, according to Discog.
I thought Breeding Death was like what? I saw for like.
This goes for $45.
Oh fuck!
On the low end,
dude. Oh man, you guys know this band too.
That's chump money compared to what I've seen. Wow. I've seen a Bathory album go for over a grand.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
That's way more rare than Bloodbath.
Yeah, $45 is chump money compared to that Bathory. And it's also the debut, and I think it's it's the one that looks like it's colored yellow. It's colored yellow, the Bathory one.
Sings in this band.
Just seeing that, I'm like, God, fucking hell! I wouldn't pay that much.
I think collectors was in this band too.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh, here's one on cassette tape. Exodus Impact is imminent.
Dude, I still like that album, man. Dude, ever since we reviewed that fucking Exodus album, man, it's a lot of the battle of the singers and shit. Like, we love Zetro. Zetro sounds like a cartoon. Fuck Rob Dukes. Duke sounds great. Like, oh my god, listen to you guys fucking bicker.
Dude,
I like them all. I mean, I'm not picky when it comes to Exodus.
I always like the music, but I prefer Dukes.
Dukes is awesome.
Literally, the comment section, if you bring up that, it's like the fucking video for Blood and Blood Out.
Yeah,
I
just try to dude, you can like whatever you like, guys.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about the new album. I just got it today, and I am going to review it, so I'm not going to say too much right now about it.
I'm not going to say too much about it here.
I still got it. I mean, I was going to get it, of course. It's Exodus. Now, fuck, wouldn't I get it, right?
Right.
By the way,
oh yeah.
By the way, I'm in the new Pyrexia video, Nick.
Nice.
The fucking new one that just came out.
Dude,
almost
they're on a Unique Leader, right? Still?
No, they're on. Yeah, they are on a Unique Leader.
Yeah,
oh, nice. Same label
I'll be getting
what Diesel Flesh were on.
And Diesel Flesh, I think.
I actually have the original Impact is imminent on CD too.
Mine is
Mine's
separate reissue.
I paid a good bit for it too. Not gonna lie, because I needed it in at least on CD I needed it. Oh shit. Here's Paradise Lost.
Oh yeah, that on cassette? Oh, it's not there.
Yeah, it's on cassette.
I thought it was the self-titled one.
Fuck.
I like the self-titled one a lot more.
Yeah, this one's her third album.
Oh, wait a minute. You want to talk about Exodus? I have something right. You guys will love. First pressing.
Is that the original one?
Yep. That's the original Bonded by Blood.
Nice. See, mine's a repressing. I have it, but it's a repressing.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Nice. Yeah, that's definitely original because mine's totally different. Mine's a blue vinyl.
What
the hell is this?
All day long.
I guess despite this being a reissue,
Dude,
2015,
that's an awesome fucking album.
It's super hard to find. You know,
I found it once at a record store in New Jersey.
Yeah, great album. Old school
Nice.
German death metal that sounds very American.
Oh,
cool.
You want to talk about rare shit I've had? This is one of the highest ones I have on vinyl. It came with the fucking real merch disc.
What's up, Shadow Man?
Oh, nice.
Mentally Murdered.
Dude, I still need to get an actual copy of Mentally Murdered. I just have like the extended versions of fucking Utopia Banished with it on there.
I fucking love that fucking.
So you're going to see the new Ghostbusters movie?
I heard it's good. I heard it's really fucking good, and
That's
gonna
what I heard
hit you
too.
right in the fucking nostalgia button.
Yeah, I might actually check it out too.
Oh, here's a rare one I have. This is the first press too.
Exciter.
I love Exciter.
Ooh, nice. That's a great album. Let's see.
Anybody would. Oh man, I still have the fucking. It's not first press, but it's a fucking reissue. It's an awesome reissue. Seven Churches.
Dude, Seven Churches fucking rules.
Dude, Seven Churches is a fucking classic.
Dude, I love the last one, dude. Revelations of Oblivion fucking
yeah.
Dude,
that's my favorite album of 2019.
That is the best comeback album ever.
Yeah. I would say, actually, before that, I had At the Gates, War with Reality, and Carcass's Surgical Steel, but I think Possessed took that in terms of comeback albums.
Yeah. Even though the last Carcass album, I was like, that was a weak comeback album.
I like the last Carcass album. The new one's really good. Bill Steer just knows how to write fucking killer riffs.
Yes, I still got to get the new Carcass.
That's great. There's some killer fucking jams on there, especially Flesh Ripping Sonic Torment Limited.
Right,
dude. 9 minutes of just fucking death metal ripping. It's great.
That is a good track. Yeah, I did actually listen to that before. I mean, I tried to avoid listening to albums before I own them. And I did actually listen to the new Carcass. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty damn good.
It's like the new fucking Aspects I heard out. I've listened to it now. I'm like, I don't like it anymore.
I like it. I just think they've done better in the past.
I'm like, dude, come on, guys. You can do 50 times better. I know you can.
I mean, there's some really good songs there. There was some that kind of just were there.
I mean, they're like, man, let's make another Consuming Impulse record.
I mean, I think they're going to keep doing the aspects. I just want to hear them do some of the older stuff. I still really like Death Hammer. I think Death Hammer is fucking ass.
It's like the same. It's like the same guys. They made that one album in '91. It's called Before We Went to the
Storm Rider.
I like Burnt Offerings. Burnt Offerings was the one that I started with.
That's a good one. I love that.
The first album. Burnt Offerings was the first album I ever heard from Ice Earth back in '99.
The first album I heard from them was the self-titled.
Oh, was it?
The self-titled is. I love the self-titled. That's their best shit they ever put out.
I found Burnt Offerings in the used bin when I was in high school. It was probably maybe 7, maybe. But I just picked it up just because the album cover looked cool. Actually, the first time I ever picked up anything on Century Media Records. And yeah, I ended up like really digging it.
A lot of the stuff I remember
I
remember when I was in high school. I remember seeing a lot of stuff in Century Media. I was like, dude, I need to pick this shit up immediately.
That was the thing. Like when I shopped, I would go after certain labels. Like it said Roadrunner on the back, Earache, Century Media, Nuclear Blast. I would more than likely buy it based on that.
The labels around here that we would pick up most likely would be like Relapse, Century Media, Roadrunner, and I think Metal Blade. That was pretty much the label.
Metal Blade.
Metal Blade.
I had a record store we used to go to all the time after I went to school, called Princeton Record Exchange. I would literally walk. There was one time where our class had to walk around the block, and they said like, "Oh, Xavier could walk off and go back to the train station, but you have to go do that." I'm like, okay. So I bullshitted them, and then I literally just went to the record store. I'm like, dude, I'm an adult. I can walk wherever the hell I want to.
I was constantly in record stores as a kid. I mean, I'm constantly in record stores now, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. It just felt like kind of like home, like just flipping through the fucking racks and that off chance you find some fucking kick-ass gem that you've been looking for or didn't know you were looking for.
Well, I know back in the day, back when Sam Goodies and Camelot used to be around, I'd be in there for at least 2 hours just looking through the CDs. I'm sort of store clerks didn't like it at the time, but I'd just be sitting there looking for this stuff. Yeah, Media Play too. Yep, that's another one.
Well, I think there was the same company. Like, Sam Goody and Media Play were definitely attached.
Yeah, they were attached. Yep.
We had a couple of Media Plays here for a while, and I fucking gutted the place of metal.
Me too.
My experience was totally different. I remember I would be out by school by like 2:45, and I'd be spending time there until like 6, maybe 7 or 8 o'clock. I was literally there almost all day. I was like looking through all the records, like, God damn, I need to find something good. Like, I'm not settling on some fucking crappy metal I don't care for.
Yeah,
that was like the rule with me. You have to either walk out with the CD or you don't.
Well, the thing is too.
Oh, go ahead.
Thing is too back then. Back in the late 90s, going into the early 2000s, it's basically a lot of it was basically blind buys, because, well, back then social media wasn't what it was. Like, social media was in its early stages, so
yeah.
I mean, basically what we had back then. I mean, what we had back then was the metal magazines like Metal Edge, Metal Maniac, Brave Words.
If you got lucky, you would run into a record store that had sampler CDs from like a label like Relapse with the Contaminated series. You would get lucky and find those, because those were cheap. Like, they would say, "Oh yeah, here's like fucking 40 tracks. Do you have $5?" It's like, fuck yeah. Well, it's not even $5. It's $3. Here, take it.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, that was a great way to fucking find a whole bunch of new stuff. Like the Contaminated series definitely introduced me to a ton.
And they had that fucking Corporate Death compilation.
Yep.
What was it? What was
At the Doors?
Like, 45 or some shit like that? It was like
At Death's Door?
It was like a long list. Oh, Death's Door is a great fucking compilation.
I got both. Death is Just the Beginning was the big one for Nuclear Blast. Identity, that was the Century Media one.
Yep.
That was probably the only way to really get like a good listen, at least to like one track. And it would more than likely be the strongest single on there. So yeah, that single was the only good song. Well, you found out the hard way after you bought the fucking album.
Right.
And that happened. That happened occasionally.
Right.
See the comment section. I want to read this.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
coming in loud and clear, dude.
Okay,
Actually,
cool.
I'm going to go grab a smoke and piss real quick, but I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, we'll be here.
Sounds cool.
I feel like renewal Malaysian shirt. I fucking got one when I was in Boston.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I got that in a fucking new vest I just started.
Fuck, I'm just sporting an old Megadeth shirt. So far, so good, so fucking what?
I have a Megadeth.
Yep.
They're only their tour shirt. I haven't worn it in years, to be honest. I just like.
Yeah, I want to get me some more shirts here eventually.
It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I did get some shirts like before I left for my recent trip to Illinois, which at some point will hopefully become permanent.
I went on a few trips. I got one that was supposed to be I think I got a fucking Gorguts Erosion of Sandy shirt, but it was not my size.
Nice.
I was gonna get. I'm like, maybe I'll get a shirt as a back patch.
There is sadistic oppressor shirts on there. I forget.
We do have sadistic oppressor shirts. Well,
I thought so.
we've got nobody buys them because they're afraid of what it says on them.
Yeah, we have shirts, but nobody's buying them.
We have shirts, but nobody buys them because it's brutal for them. Like, dude, you're a Death Metal fan. Grow a set of balls. The worst.
Yeah, I think I sold a total of like maybe 4 shirts.
I haven't sold any. I've gotten nowhere because
I'll buy a shirt.
Because my shirts are way too brutal for people to wear.
Yep.
It literally says on the back, your life will slowly end. With the exclamation mark. We have 3 different versions. We have one with the English font, one with the normal font, and then one with like some weird fucking like original like fucking Greek font. But that's all we have is t-shirts. Then we have hoodies. Hoodies are pretty cool. Old
right.
with the logo that we used in the inside of Blessing of Terror.
Oh, what the fuck do I do with it? See, I buy samples of shit when I make it. Well, I didn't buy it. There's a couple I didn't buy.
I didn't get the sample. I bought the samples, but they never came in. That's the part that sucks. Like I bought the samples of the first 3 ones that were going to print. Never came in. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, where is my sample?
Through Teesprings?
Yeah, for Teesprings. I'm like, where the fuck is my sample? And they're like, oh, we're still shipping them. I'm like, dude, it's been since March.
I was gonna say,
what the fuck are you doing?
See, then it took me 2 weeks to get mine, which, yeah, that's kind of long, too.
2 weeks is not that long, but, like, I could somewhat handle that compared to, like, months. So I have no clue. Teespring.
Oh, yeah, that would get irritating.
I'll put it to you this way. Teespring, if you're watching this video, please, I don't know if you are, but whatever. If you're watching this video, please send me my goddamn shirts. I've been waiting for fucking months. Or have you not shipped them? I don't know what you did, but please send them me.
Yes, ship them.
Please.
Do your job.
Do your job. I've been asking for them for months. You guys never respond. I can't stand this shit whenever it comes to Teespring. I wish I still had fucking Rage on. That was a better
freaking. It is aggravating. I mean, my goal is to get a copy of each shirt I've had printed, and eventually print copies of print those copies myself,
I mean,
which will
shit.
cost money to do, obviously.
I'm gonna be honest. Rage On, like the website that used to be around before Teespring, was 50
Yeah.
times better. It was 50 times better. You could sell your shirts, and you would get money in way quicker than fucking Teespring.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
I remember making like maybe $300 off a shirt.
Nice.
It was like few sadistic shirts, and then shirts for my other friends and my fans, and we all split them. I probably made like about like I want to say like $60-$70.
Yeah.
I was like still 17 at the time when I didn't really have a job.
Yeah.
And they were just telling me like, oh, you know, there's money off the t-shirt stuff. I would get like a paycheck like every single week. That was like $70 from from Rage On. I would get paid. Like the t-shirts were selling really good, and then money was going good really quick.
Right.
Then, but what happened after that? Did it go down?
So what happened?
Did it go downhill?
Nope. The website closed up. Yeah, I never got my money.
Wow.
The website went bankrupt because some dude decided to print some bootleg. They weren't allowed to, and then lawsuits happened. Everything pretty much hit the fucking fan. By then, it's like
pretty much shit hit the fan, basically. So
shit hit the fan, and then I'm like, "Yo, where's my money for my shirts?" And I'm like, "We can't give them to you. The company's bankrupt."
Like, I don't know how well this will come up. Here's the hoodie that I have. Like, the back came out great. Fucking.
How did the
It's
front
nice. Make out on stream. If I can get it positioned right. Like, there's the humanity has failed us on the back. But the front, I think, is too small as far as the printing goes.
Do they only print it on like the side pocket or something? They always do that with mine.
But I mean, the sweatshirt's nice and all, but yeah, I don't know.
I remember when they printed my shirt, they were like only like doing like the small part of the pocket, like right here.
Yeah.
And then like the back was the logo, which I'm so happy about what they did for mine because I was like, dude, they chose like the best artwork for the back. I was kind of doing more of a Morbid Angel thing where I was either going to get a knockoff idea of them, where you know the artwork where like all these demons are fucking like whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna get that, but instead it was gonna be a metalcore dude being ass kicked, getting dissected. Chop those.
But yeah, to anybody out there in the chat room still,
I think there's like maybe three, but there's
how many is there, Ben?
Metal Connection, I believe, still here. He's new around here. Definitely go sub to his channel.
Oh, he's sick. I like his channel.
Yeah, he's got a cool channel. I watched one of his videos earlier.
I like his content.
Yeah, he's got a lot of knowledge too. So yeah, definitely sub to his channel.
By the way, the next video we're gonna do, guys, is about Cyanide, the dying truth. Oh, Ben, I was about to approach you about this, but do you want to do a review on fucking North from Here?
We should.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot because I love that fucking record.
It's a great album.
That album is awesome. That is the best melodic death metal album ever.
I would agree. Like,
That's
everything on the album's perfect.
It's like, I'm gonna be honest, like, that's how you make melodic death metal.
Right. And it's before In Flames and all those bands.
I mean, it's like Demigod and Sentence had like actually formed it.
Right.
Because technically, Demigod, in my opinion, is more of like melodic death metal. I mean, because I've showed Ryan, I've showed Ryan the band. And didn't you say it was melodic death metal, or like somebody were close to that? I remember showing it to you when I was calling you one.
I think so, but I really can't remember.
I kind of somewhat remember about it.
Yeah, I can't really remember much of what you said about them. I recognize the name, but I can't remember what you were saying about them to me.
Yeah, that's my experience with that band. Fucking awesome album. Shadows Past I never really listened to. Even though it's a good record, I've heard.
Yep.
The same thing how I never listened to Ultra's Madness. Dude, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'd never listened to Broken Corpse Dreaming to Death ever. I just put on the backpack because, you know, it's trying to prove a point. I'm kidding, guys.
Okay.
I bet like someone out there is gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna repost what Xavier said. I'm gonna make a troll video on it. Go ahead, make a video on it.
Fuck.
You all know your bullshit.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Exactly. It's like
So yeah,
I love trolls because I can call them out on the most obvious things ever because they're so fucking dumb.
So yeah, anyways, the beginning of the stream, we were talking about albums that came out in 1981. Then we talked about stuff that came out in 91. And now we're pretty much just all over the place.
Holy shit. Literally, this is the same thing as Overkill last week. Literally, it's the same thing as Overkill last week. We went on about talking about
yeah.
Overkill.
It's like,
then we on some other route. I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, it's all still metal related, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about metal or things that we all like right now. It's like, yeah, dude, I'm wearing this Demolition shirt because I never went to them. I'm just a poser. Look at me.
All right, so
Ryan, are you outside, man? It sounds like there's a wind blowing over your mic.
No, fan.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can hear it too.
He's either blowing into his mic or playing a game and blowing a fan into his mic.
I am playing a game, but I have my fan on.
You know what, Speed King? I'm pretty sure that's the reissue that's the version I got too. Is the Russian bootleg of that album.
That's
by Inheritance by Artillery.
I'll be honest, even Amazon sells bootlegs too. Which I'm
surprised
years
ago, I got my copy of fucking Slowly Rotten. Lo and behold, it's a bootleg. I mean, it's a pretty legit looking one though, and I mean, it still sounds the same. So I was like, fuck it, I still got Slowly Rotten.
It's like the same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I mean, I'm not surprised because they do that for Ripping Corpse, Dream of the Dead. They do it for Sodom, Persecution Mania. They do it for fucking what other bands they've done it for.
I don't think they give a shit about like screening it. They just want to sell it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised they're not getting sued for it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because that's like, dude, you're breaking laws right now.
I don't think anyone's going to go after Jeff Bezos. Let's be honest there.
Right.
That's a tidal wave of fucking money that can get every fucking lawyer possible, every politician possible some minor, lawsuit, he's not even going to worry about it.
Pretty much. Yep. Never been a fan of early German thrash too raw.
I mean, where's the line drawn in terms of early and later? Because, I mean, I love early Creator, especially.
Me too.
And
early Creator.
Sodom.
Yes. Early Destruction.
That is what you mean. Do you mean like Coma of Souls and then fucking Agent Orange era of like Creator and Sodom? And that's an interesting way to put it.
I think Terrible Certainty by Creator that's up there with one of my favorites.
My favorite album.
Pretty good.
Push the fucking show, dude.
I'm wishy-washy on that one for some odd reason. I love it, but honestly, I think Terrible Certainty is a little bit better. But that's just me. But yeah, Agent Orange is such a damn good album. But dude, Persecution Mania though, fuck, that's amazing.
Such a classic. Just that opening track, Nuclear Winter. I mean, there's a bunch of other good stuff.
That album is so fucking awesome.
My god, yeah.
The cover of
Still a little bit of that leftover black metal.
The cover of Iron Fist by Motorhead. There's nothing you can do about that. That cover is so fucking killer.
It is killer, yeah.
Tapping the Vein, I think, is fucking underrated too.
That's like the Death Threat stuff.
Like that might be one of their heaviest releases.
Right.
Dun, 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 dun. Fucking Body Parts. Fucking awesome album.
Yeah, it's kind of like with I know a lot of these bands too they would or what am I trying to say here? Yeah, a lot of these bands re-recorded a lot of their tracks from from the early days, and I still prefer the original versions.
I mean, it depends on like if they went back and like kind of used like the same sort of like mix and everything like that, like just polished it up, but not lose like sort of the rawness, because you can still do raw without making it sound like it was recorded in Satan's butthole.
Right.
You can mix it up and make it sound good, but if you make it sound way too modern and too polished, like fucking Pro Tool to death,
it kind of just destroys the meaning of it.
Yeah, it makes it sound just like mechanical. I need to sound like people actually did it versus just like, oh, we just digitized everything.
We don't need another Mortician clone with fucking drum sample.
Mortician doesn't even bother hiding the fact that that's a drum machine. They want you to fucking know. And besides, 1/3 of the album is going to be horror samples anyway.
They're like
exactly.
all the horror samples, like they ate the bodies, and then they got herpes. Dun, 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 dun.
It's kind of like when Exodus re-recorded the album "Bonded by Blood" with Rob Dukes. Yeah, with Rob Dukes.
I like
it, but I still like the original.
See, I own Bonded by Blood. I don't need. See, I don't get re-recordings. Like I didn't get the re-recording. Like First Strike, Still Deadly, when Testament re-recorded a bunch of old tracks. Like no, I already have these tracks. Why?
That's like if Death. It's like if Chuck was still alive and he re-recorded every single Death album. Again, I'm like, dude, there's zero point in doing that.
No, you got it right the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that would be like if Metallica went back and re-recorded Master of Puppets. It would sound horrible.
I would be surprised if they did that. I mean, let's be honest.
I hope they don't do it.
I don't think they will.
Sound bad.
Pungent is the bad version of fucking "Forgot Your Soul from Your Flesh." That was terrible.
I don't know. Like I feel like Metallica just thinks about things in terms of a marketing standpoint, in terms of how to get it out to as many people as possible. Like it's, I don't know. Like part of it sounds like it's still creative, but like if we're talking about like Hardwired, like there's still some good songs in there, but there's a lot of fucking filler. But then again, they don't need to make new albums. They really don't.
True. I mean, they could I mean, they could basically tour on their first 5 albums for the rest of their lives,
and they
without
still
putting
live
out
off
new
of
material.
the royalties from the Black Album alone.
No, exactly, yeah, because I mean, it still sells.
Oh yeah,
which is really
Newsted
weird.
probably still makes a fuck ton of money off of that too. It's like, yeah, I would have got a job, but I was on the Black Album, so I can kind of do whatever I want. I'll join Voivod.
Yeah, he has nothing to worry about.
None of them do. I mean, generations of the Ulrichs and the Hetfields, the Hammetts, they're all pretty well fucking set.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, shit. Dave Mustaine probably still gets fucking some royalties from the stuff that he wrote for, the first 2 albums. He still has writing credits on those, so they probably, unless they found a way to fuck him out of money, which maybe, I don't know.
They probably did.
Yeah.
They're probably
still I mean,
it's like, listen, James was on this album, so fucking Dave doesn't get the credit.
I mean, at least the versions I have of Kill 'Em All and Red the Lighting, they still say Dave Mustaine in terms of writing credits, so he still should be getting that.
They should make on all the reissues how many times Dave has kicked out members, how many times you have to take a drink to it. It's like, listen, you have to take 14 shots right now because Dave kicked out 14 members in 1983.
I mean, fuck it. Oh, Dave's kind of difficult to work with. Might have an attitude problem.
and that's why there's been like 30 different members in Megadeth.
And when it came down to like drug abuse and alcoholism, there are amateurs and there are professionals.
I mean,
Dave
in my opinion, you know what Dave did? He was like, he woke up in the morning, drank some coffee. He's like, you know what? I need to ruin someone's livelihood today. I'm gonna kick out one member.
I haven't fired anyone in 10 minutes. I don't even know your name. You're fired.
I'll tell you what, I did meet Dave Mustaine back in 2005 at Gigantor in Pittsburgh. That's probably, and I don't really get intimidated by a lot of people, but I really felt intimidated when I was standing in front of Dave Mustaine.
He's got a steely eye thing, like hey, okay. Yeah, I was supposed to meet him, but due to COVID, we had meet and greets for Megadeth. We were actually going to be able to see the first 3 songs or 2 songs on the side of the stage.
Yeah,
and of course, all that changed because of COVID, and I mean. Yeah, with even when they redid that tour, it was still Dave just got over cancer, so probably not. But
I mean,
I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was after the show where I met him, and he just walked off his tour bus. His eyes, he literally rolled his eyes in the back of his head, not this shit again. And there's a bunch of us, just standing there, wanting to meet him, obviously, because it's Dave Mustaine. And so what happened was there was a couple other people, standing around me, wanting autographs or whatever. And he's like, and Dave comes out, I'll do one more autograph, and that's it. And I was the lucky guy that got that autograph. It was just not a good way to meet Dave Mustaine.
Yeah. I mean, my buddy Chris Crypt from Metalomania, he got to meet Dave Mustaine, but he got to meet him in probably a big cooler fashion. He sold him drugs. It was back in the 90s.
Damn.
I forget. I guess he sold something to someone, and Dave heard about it. He was like, "Hey, you the guy with the stuff?" He was like, "Fuck yeah, I am. What you need?" And he fucking got to hang out with fucking Dave Mustaine and fucking do a bunch of drugs.
Damn.
So yeah, It's easily one of my favorite stories. He told me, he was like, "Holy shit!" Like that's a legit fucking meeting there.
I would say I'm just curious what tour that would have been on.
I think. Let's see. He just turned.
I didn't think I'm gonna leave, guys. See ya.
All right, later, man.
Later.
All right, take care, Xavier.
Yeah, he's like, I think he just turned 50, so it might have been back in the 80s, like late 80s.
It had to have been.
Yeah, Mustaine cleaned up around 1990 because he was sober for Rust in Peace, I believe.
Yeah, he was.
But
I think he was sober in Countdown too. I think he relapsed in Countdown too.
Man, he's had a lot of trips to fucking rehab. Like, there's been a fair amount.
I think like 15.
I'm pretty sure they knew him like first name base. Like, what's up, Dave? You're back? Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I just couldn't kick this habit. And
sobriety's fucking boring.
And thinking about how Metallica sells more than me.
Yeah, I don't
know.
He still kind of held on to that grudge, but I mean, that grudge kept him motivated. I mean, in terms of revenge-inspired bands, Megadeth is probably the most successful.
Right.
Yeah.
I still think Megadeth definitely put out the better albums between them and Metallica. Well, they put out more albums too than Metallica.
And Dave fucked up and, jumped onto some different trends, but he usually returned. And Metallica did this whole thing where, oh man, it was just turd after fucking turd for a while. And then, some decent albums, but, I don't think they've had like good return to forms like Megadeth has had.
No. I did think Hardwired was okay. I don't hate it.
I don't like. All right, there are songs there I really love. Like, I think "Spit Out the Bone" is one of the best songs they have written in decades.
I agree. That's actually my favorite on that album.
It is. It's probably my favorite too. The title track, "Atlas Arise." There's good songs there, but there's also a lot of like long filler tracks. I was like, dude, this did not need to be 2 discs.
Right. I do agree. Which is really weird that it was 2 discs because it's actually shorter than Load. Like Hardwired, if you add it up, it's only like 77 minutes long. And some odd seconds, where Load's almost like 80 minutes long. And it's just weird to me how they made that a double album.
Maybe they thought they could charge more if it was 2 discs. I don't know.
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. In terms of like meeting people though, like it was still the coolest one is still Max Cavalera for me. Like that still is such an amazing experience. He was doing the Max fucking tracks live again not too long ago, and he was rocking the fucking Thrall shirt and had a Thrall sticker on his guitar. Like, this is surreal, man.
Oh, nice.
He still watches our channel and
nice.
He's a solid dude.
Max I was gonna say he just seems like he'd be totally cool.
That was just so awesome. It was just a sit back and bullshit, like telling us all those fucking stories and shit. That I don't know if he's told all those stories to fucking like interviews and magazines when they happen. Like he just I don't know. It's surreal, but it's like an awesome surreal.
Right.
Man. That's one where I certainly did not mind meeting one of my heroes because Sepultura changed, like, I would say, the trajectory of my musical life.
Right. And Max still keeps going on too.
Dude, that Go Ahead and Die album fucking whoops so much ass.
That's going to be on my top list for 2021. That's such a killer album.
It's so damn good. Like, I mean, I even like it better than a lot of stuff he did with Cavalier Conspiracy and like the recent Soulfly stuff. I still like that stuff, but Go Ahead and Die, I don't know, like it just connected to all that early extreme metal, and it's just so fucking vicious.
Right. Like, to me, the tone on that album, I do hear like definitely early death metal with the fuzzy, what am I trying to say? Like the fuzzy chainsaw sounding guitars.
Yeah.
I really hear them toned, grave, that kind of sound.
Yeah.
When it comes to the rhythm guitars.
I definitely got like grind in there too, like a little bit of like early Napalm Death, and then there's like that little bit of sizzle occasionally. It kind of reminds me of Celtic Frost or Hellhammer, which I know he's a giant fan of them.
Yes, yeah, it's such a good album.
It's fucking killer.
I think it's killer that Max can still write music like that. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, that one felt like one of the most inspired things too. Like, and I hope it continues on. I love Nail Bomb for being that one-off fucking whoop-ass album that it was like, no, we're done. This is it. We'll do one show and then peace out.
Right.
I don't want that for Go Ahead and Die. I want to hear more stuff. And, I think with his son in the band, like, they're definitely going to push for that.
Oh, totally. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to more.
So, yeah, I'm still going through my year-end list, and, man, dude. There's a lot of late stuff coming out that's really, really fucking good. Like, I don't know if you've jammed the new Chemists, but this year's been kind of quiet. Have you heard of Chemists before?
It sounds familiar.
It's it's like epic doom metal and like kind of just doom metal all throughout, but also with classic heavy metal mixed in there. Ooh, insanely good vocals. Oh my god, the vocal hooks on here are beautifully depressing because it's doom metal. Of course, it's gonna be a bummer, but holy shit, they're so damn epic and riffs, melodies. It's heavier than hell, but oh my god, like the melodies are so fucking catchy. And yeah, I just did a review for it, and it's like, dude, when I was sitting back, I was like, dude, I'm legit blown away by this. Like emotional connection. I was like, man, I just fucking feel this. Maybe I should go out and have a smoke and not think about all the depressing shit he's singing about. But it's really good.
I'll have to check that out.
It's awesome. It's probably gonna be in your list, and I'm gonna have to do some more editing now because I've added stuff instead of subtracting stuff. Like, fuck, dude, I gotta fucking trim this shit down. I mean, yeah, honestly, like we kind of called it. Excuse me. Like during the pandemic, it's like, dude, there are gonna be tons of bands that, if they survive this, they're gonna sit back and write. Because this whole thing's going to be a huge experience, I think. Like, this is the time to sit down and focus. You're stuck at home. The world outside is kind of going nuts.
Right.
At least it's not zombies. That's one good thing we could say.
Exactly.
But yeah, a lot of bands just sat back and wrote some really inspired stuff.
Right.
So
there's so much stuff coming out.
God, man. Like, this year for death metal,
right?
I feel like everyone formed a death metal band.
I know there's so much stuff I need to check out.
Dude, oh my god, it's getting difficult to keep up. Like,
that's the way I'm feeling. It's like it's so hard to keep up with it.
I still got one more album I'm going to review this week. Just because, Thanksgiving, I don't know if we'll have anything to put up then, so I might as well throw a review up. Might just do the new Pathology, because I've been jamming it for a while. But, next week is... What else we got here? Fuck. Black Label Society.
They came out with a new album, too.
New Cynic, New Hypocrisy. Lockup.
Oh, I forgot about the Cynic one. That would have been the last album too, with Sean Reeford.
Actually,
Right.
no, they didn't. He wasn't alive to record. There was still that split between Sean Reinhardt and Paul Masvidal. Like, you know,
Okay.
I don't know if they really even talked. Like, it sucks because they were super good friends and they fucking wrote some absolutely incredible stuff together. But
Oh my God, yeah.
there was, I guess, some personal issues. I think it also probably came down to money and such, and rights to music, and yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think this one has. I want to say, all right, there's a real drummer on it. I think all the bass is supposed to be like a synthesizer on this. I don't know. Because Sean Malone died too, which is extra fucking.
Yeah, that really sucked.
That dude was so fucking like. There's nothing but super talented people that have gone through Cynic, and
I agree.
he was long. He stuck with them through all that shit. I think he was on every release, and dude, he was great.
Well, wasn't it? I can't remember. Wasn't it Sean Malone? Or I'm probably wrong here. That played on Depth's Human.
No, it's Steve DiGiorgio.
Yeah. But wasn't there a couple members of Cynic that played on that album too?
Oh,
Or
Masvidal
one member at least.
Reinhardt.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they got that's because Chuck Schuldiner tapped them because I guess he really liked the buzz around Cynic, and they kind of got screwed over, to be honest, because I guess that's what the touring issue started for Chuck Schuldiner, and then he essentially fired both of them over the phone, and I believe, at least according to Sean Reinhardt's recount, like he literally had Gene Hoglan in the studio playing drums when I asked him, like, "Hey man, are we gonna record and do stuff?" And he was like, no." Yeah. So they kind of got shafted. I mean, I don't know. Chuck was kind of difficult, I guess, to get along with it. He was such like a perfectionist. He had an artistic vision, and you couldn't get in his way. And I think that's kind of the same thing with Cynic too. Like they had an artistic vision, and when they collided, I don't know. I think Paul Masvidal was the one that pulled most of the strings in there, but I know Sean Reinhardt had a huge part in the writing too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It became kind of a war.
Yeah. Always sucks when it turns out that way.
Yeah. And I mean, it sucks that they didn't get a chance to make up, before Sean Reinhardt and Sean Malone died. I don't think Masvidal had any beef with Malone. I mean, I don't think Reinhardt did either. I think, both of them, he was kind of just like stuck between. I was like, yeah, I'm friends with both of them. They're not friends with each other, though, so difficult.
Right.
Kind of like a, fucking Jerry Only and Danzig, and then, shit. Why can't I think of his fucking name? Muscle-bound guitarist.
Doyle,
there we go. Yeah, Doyle's still friends with both of them, but those two hate each other. So
yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah, that's kind of weird too. How the Misfits reunited. I mean, obviously, money probably had something to do with it. Maybe, if I'm gonna guess.
I mean, well, Danzig's busy like destroying his fucking legacy with those horrible covered albums. And
that freaking Elvis cover album he did, holy crap, was that bad?
Dude, the one before it was, fucking Joe Shred played me his cover of Lord of the Thighs.
Oh no!
Like, dude, this is so awful. It's like, yeah, you want to know what's worse? Tommy Victor's on guitars. I was like, man, Tommy Victor White. I mean, I get it; it was a paycheck, but God, even the recording was awful.
Oh,
Like,
it's gonna be the
damn.
worst recording I've ever heard.
I think Glenn probably just did a whole bunch of just like, I nailed it the first try. Let's keep going. I was like, you sure? You sure about
Yeah,
that?
like from what I remember. No, from what I remember from the Elvis one, his vocals were turned up way high, and the music is like basically in the background, and it just sounds so bad.
And when I got that Sam Hain box set, and that definitely sparked a lot of like talks about like, because I guess Danzig owns all the rights to Sam Hain, but he's not going to reissue them, I guess, or he just hasn't over the years, because that came out 21 years ago, and I think those are the last like reissues in terms of legit versions of those albums. So everything else that's come out is bootleg material.
Right.
But he's just holding on to them for reasons. I don't know. I've never been a huge Danzig fan, but his personality makes it harder to be a fan of him too.
I mean, I like his first 4 albums. I mean, everything after that's whatever. I mean, for me.
Yeah, I don't know. He just kind of struck me as, I mean, unfortunately, heavy metal's Elvis. But, when he covered Elvis, like, you know what? I almost want to take that back, but here we are.
God. That might actually be worse than Saint Anger.
I don't know. See,
it's freaking bad.
Cover albums, like bad cover albums, I think are almost kind of their own separate thing. When you write an album of bad original material and it's just bad, that's you. That isn't you trying to cover anyone else. You did that to you. You fucked up.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh man. I don't know. Like doing the Exodus review, was lots of interesting bickering in the comments about old bands hanging on too long, or they're just a legacy band. I was like, I don't know. I don't think they're a legacy band. I still think they're putting out quality material, but I mean, are they popular just because of their name and people just buying it because it's an Exodus album? They kind of know what it's going to sound like, maybe, but they still execute their sound. That's the main thing. And, there are even people saying, like, oh, I like the newer thrash bands. Oh, the older ones, they just write the same shit. It's like, well, all the newer thrash bands are still looking back at their old shit and kind of reworking the groundwork that they laid. So there's still room for both.
Right.
And it's thrash. Either way, you should be having a good fucking time if you're a thrash fan.
Exactly. No, I can't remember who made the video now. I was watching a video the other night, or I should say the other morning when I came home from work. I forget who made the video now. But I get they were talking about like how a lot of thrash bands nowadays have obviously a lot of them have better production compared to what they had back then.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how they worded it, but they were basically saying like, well, a lot of these bands that are putting out albums now still, like the old bands, back then is... What am I trying to say here? Okay, like on those older albums, the production was much rawer, like in a lot of those thrash bands. But like back then, a lot of those bands that were putting those albums out wish they would have had a better budget and better production. You know?
But I get what you're saying. Like that kind of more raw, like organic, but not necessarily the best production kind of became like a trope of thrash. Like that became like the thing. And you get all these like, younger kids going back and listening to that and hearing that raw sound because it's kind of closer to a live feel.
And they try to recreate it but it's not quite the same. You know,
I mean, unless they go back and use like the OG equipment, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You go to like an old studio, it's like we want the oldest mixing board possible, and I want these dusty ass mics out here. We want to go all analog. You know, you're not going to get it. Like, I mean, you can get pretty damn close. You know, but I don't know. It feels kind of artificial, but at the same time, I mean, if it still has that sound and that feel, I probably still fucking love it.
I can't remember. God, I wish I could remember who made that video now. Yeah, my memory's getting a little bad as I get older, but
that's part of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Ruthless Metal or one of them that made the video, but yeah, they're talking about like the younger thrash bands coming out. I mean, it's definitely not all of them, but there are some, you know, that try to recreate the production style of 1985.
Yeah.
Instead of going for their own identity, you know, when it comes to making their music.
You think about like a lot of the death metal that's come out, they want to go for that retro, like early '90s sound where it was like more raw sounding. Like it's like, oh yeah, we want to sound like, you know, Scott Burns mixed our albums.
Yeah,
you know?
Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I don't think, but
I mean, it kind of goes in cycles. Like you get, you know, like retro waves, like all the time. Like, you know, one generation just wants to hear that old sound again. It's like, oh, that takes me back to when I was young. You know, I could go out and drink and get laid and all that fun shit. I remember those times very fondly. Plus, my soundtrack was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they want to go back. They want to, you know, connect with that old sound and remind themselves. Like, I mean, same thing with like movies. We want to hear, you know, we want to see like, you know, like our generation. We love all the '80s shit. We grew up on it. You know, seeing like '80s stuff pop up in movies, like, oh my god, I fucking remember that shit. I know the same thing with the music.
Yep.
I mean,
Same here.
all those new trad metal bands that pop up.
Yeah,
like that is a sound that is so anchored in the early '80s and late '70s, but here it is now, you know, kind of flourishing.
Oh man, there's so many killer trad bands coming out too. Man, especially within the last 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, now there's been a ton. I would say like I got in on that early wave with like the first couple of Enforcer albums.
Yep.
You know, then when Haunt came out with their first one, First in a Flame, I love the first Haunt album. The other ones I think are good, but that one really stands out in terms of their entire discography.
Yeah, it's a good one.
God, I mean, what are there's a whole bunch of other ones I'm fucking blanking on right now.
Enforcer. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm kind of blanking for some reason too. Riot City. Yeah, Riot City's one that's kind of new, and I mean they've been around since 2018. That does traditional heavy metal.
Have you heard of Amulet? Amulet's pretty solid in terms of classic heavy metal. Ooh,
I think
Bewitcher.
I have.
I mean, granted, it's black.
Bewitcher's good.
Dude,
yeah, that's good. It's still good.
They whooped ass live.
Oh man.
Black Trip. Well, they had to change their name. Cauldron. Yeah, Cauldron was definitely part
Cauldron's
of that.
Cauldron's good.
God, what other ones were there?
Stallion.
I don't know if I've heard Stallion.
Yeah, they definitely had that early 80s new wave of British heavy metal type of sound.
Christian Mistress. They were short.
That one sounds familiar.
They only had, I think, 2 albums. No, they had 3, I think. But they ended up broken up. They had a front woman that had a really, really fucking cool voice. God, what other ones here? Fatal Curse. It's a newer one that's pretty good.
Let's see. There's a band called Freeways. They actually have a 70s type of sound to them.
See, I like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Freeways kind of sounds like Yeah, they kind of have like a Thin Lizzy vibe going on.
I'm a sucker for that shit.
Yeah,
Night Demon. Yeah, Night Demon's a new one.
Good. They're a good.
They are
one.
good. I really dig them. Portrait kind of has a little bit of that shit. Almost kind of King Diamondish, but I kind of like the dude's vocals better.
Oh yeah, they're good. Portrait. Oh man. Yeah, my brain's freezing for some reason on this one.
Well, I'm just going through my collection just because that's the only way I'll be able to find any of this shit.
Yeah.
God, let's see here. Pounder. I mean, that's Matt Harvey's side project.
There's a band called Oath SC. I think it's called Oath SC. Oh yeah, Oath from Scotland. I think it's a one-man traditional heavy metal project. It has Trevor William Church on drums too from Haunt.
That dude
They're
is good everywhere.
Yeah, because he's in another project too called Hysteria. Obviously, Beastmaker.
Yeah,
it's like it's unbelievable the work rate. It's unbelievable the work rate he has,
dude,
for just creating music.
I think it was on Forge Master Reviews. They did an interview with Trevor Church, and he pretty much says, like, yeah, I make all my money pretty much on Bandcamp because, since I play everything, I can pretty much just write, record, get it out there right away, and then, assemble something for live shows. But, this was during the pandemic, so no live shows.
Yeah. Like he just actually put another album out. And it's an all acoustic album. I mean, I pre-ordered it on Bandcamp too, since I have everything else Haunt has done. And plus I heard he has another Haunt album already finished that he's going to release, I guess, next summer.
I forget.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't know. He's got like for Beastmaker. I want to say he's got like over 10 EPs already. Yeah,
it's like 14 or something.
It's nuts.
It's like, yeah, I don't know how he does it. I mean, it's pretty damn impressive that he can just work like that.
I mean, more power to him. I mean, that's just
right.
That's insane.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, as one man, I guess that really works in terms of like a formula. He doesn't have to wait for other members to, come in there and record their sessions and shit. It doesn't sound like, he might be using a drum machine, but at least he's got like a really good setting on it to where it still sounds like natural drums.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know if he plays drums.
I think on the first couple of Haunt albums, he played the drums on them. Kind of forget. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on the first, or the EP in the first couple of Haunt albums, he did the drums.
So, I have Luminous Eyes.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It looks like he had a drummer on there, Daniel Wolfie Wilson.
Okay.
But he did vocals, guitar, and bass, despite having a bassist on there.
Right.
I know. Dude's a fucking workhorse, though.
It's really impressive.
Actually,
the first time I heard about Haunt would have been around 2017, I think. Maybe early 2018. There's another YouTuber on here that bought one of his records, and he does more of the vinyl community stuff, the VC, showing off vinyls and stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of Darcy 6-String 9 Lives.
Oh yeah, no, I know him.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a really cool guy. That's how I found out about Haunt. And it would have been around the time, yeah, the first one came out was Luminous Eyes.
I found out about him Burst for Flame because I literally saw people just
Or-
talking about him everywhere.
Or maybe it was Bursting. I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was Burst into Flames.
Yeah, I actually just went back. I had to double count the Beastmaker EPs. There's 14 of them.
Phew.
14 EPs. It's insane.
And that's only between like 2016 maybe up till now. And he's got all this stuff out.
Yeah, first EP that he dropped was 2015 for
2015.
Beastmaker, and the most recent one was 2020. Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
man.
that's pretty damn impressive.
Jesus. Just, I don't know how the hell this dude manages to. I mean, then again, you know, like I said, you get the guys like Rogo Johansson, who's in 30 bands, so people find time.
Right.
Well, hey man, I'm actually gonna jump off of here because I do.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna head out to. It's almost 3.5 hours.
Well, thank you again for having me, man. It's always fun bullshit.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yep, always
All right.
fun, man. All right, take care, bro.
Catch you later, man. Peace.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna head out too. It's been a fun stream here on the Metal Bastards Hangout. Might be back tomorrow night. Anyways, I'm heading out for now. Oh yeah, I gotta check out the new Unleashed yet. But yeah, this has been fun. I know it's been again all over the place. But yeah, we talked about 1981, we talked about 1991, then we talked about a bunch of other stuff. So I think from now on, these episodes are not going to be planned. They're just going to organically happen. Because we are the Metal Bastards. And we do what we want. All right. But yes, I am out for now. Keep it metal, keep it real. Support true music. And yeah. Peace out.